Yes, yes. Hello, ladies and gents. How's it going out there? I know it's a little bit late to the stream. Don't give me an hard time. Please don't give us an hard time. I've been late setting up tonight. So apologies, but guess who was on time? You were, so well done to you. Just setting up the old microphone. I'm a bit all over tonight. I won't lie to you. Got a few people in tonight as well. Got Youssef joining us 5 minutes or so. Like I say, I really do appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm just going to get the game on my telly, and then, well, that's if it's even available at the moment. And then, of course, I'll read through some of the comments. As always, it says stream started. I mean, the stream's already started. Why is everyone still saying that? But give me a sec. I'm just going to find the Borough game. And basically, I'm just going to change the banner to 0-0 because, you know, the match is about to start. Luton Town v the Borough, or Borough v Luton Town. It's going to be a good game. Hopefully, it's going to be 3 points. I hope so. I really do. Borough 0. But 0-0 against Luton Town. First half. Put on the screen now. It hasn't even kicked off yet, but people know the crack already. You get the gist. There is your comment saying David Cooper's in nice and early tonight, actually, with 2-1 Borough. I think I went for a 2-0. Yeah, I fancy a 2-0 tonight. I really do fancy the 3 points. Shout out to I won't shout out his first name because of course it's got a bit of swearing in there. Of course, people know I don't swear on the old YouTube channel. But basically, the Borough are looking all right tonight. It's an unchanged lineup, which I'm pretty happy about. You know, the match on Saturday, but I thought it went really, really well for us. And like I say, I'll read for the starting 11. Bettinelli goes in goal. Dykesdale, Fry, McNair, and Bowler. Then Sam Morsey, Saville, Tavernier, Johnson, Watmore, and Akpom. Now, I'm really hoping he scores. I really want to see him get a couple of more goals. I know he's only got 2 so far. People start getting on his back a little bit. So I want to see him get a goal. On the bench, this is on the screen. Lewis Wingers, Sambalonga, Roberts, following Spence, Stjanovic, Hayden Coulson, and Isaiah Jones. So there's our bench. There's our starting 11. I'm getting all sorts of messages from everyone here, man. So I really do appreciate everybody coming in tonight, by the way. Special guest coming in very, very soon. Freynell Craig McBurney. He says, I'm late. I am late. I was late tonight. What a goal. Yes, brilliant. He's brilliant the weekend, Jack. Brilliant. I like the Red Dog. Good result last night for you as well. Nottingham Forest fan out there. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I'm with you, Jack. Now I'm with you. All right, Jake Johnson. I'm next to the boxing club, but I won't be going to Redcar. I moved away from Redcar about 4 months ago, so I won't be going back there. Youssef is in. This should be fun. Youssef, big up yourself. I did send him the link. He's coming on very, very soon. I think he's preparing his voice for all the nice chanting later on inside this stream. All right, Henry. And good evening, Jack Hunter there. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Middlesbrough 2, Luton. I said the same one. I said 2-0. Tom Bettersfield. All right. Shout out Ellie Bird. All right, Ellie, how's it going? 4-1, the Bud. I love that. Ready to join when you are. Youssef, get in now if you want, Bud. I'm ready now. So if you want to get in, get in. I say, Youssef, shout out to this guy. What a hero. Nathan Morris from the chat donation tonight. Donates £2 to the channel. You hero, man. Thank you so much. And have a Merry Christmas. And you too, Nathan. You too, fella. Ryan Payton. Shout out to the Lakes Estate. 2-0, the Borough. Love to see. Come on. Good luck to the Borough. I'm sorry. I was flirting. No worries, Thomas. You don't have to tell all of us that you're flirting with your girlfriend, fella. That's all right. 2-0 derby. I've seen that, actually. Yeah, I've seen that. Arsenal losing again. Arsenal could be going down and possibly... We could be having a decent away day next year. A few more comments are coming in. 2-0, the Borough, hopefully. So I'm just double checking the audio's working. The mic's on, which it is. Obviously, the camera's on. £2 for a 2-0 win. Let's hope. So team's out the tunnel now. I'm just going to readjust myself and slightly bring the laptop over a little bit. I've been all over the place tonight. I can't lie to you, but I'm here now. So this is it. It's a Borough. It's Luton Town. It's Youssef in the chat very, very soon. I'm sending the link over, so, you know, it'll be over in the next couple of seconds. No doubt. Make sure you smash all the likes tonight. It's all I ever ask. 45 likes plus tonight would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, Red Dog. I would say don't worry about it, fella, but you actually went and joined Alicia, my girlfriend's stream, instead of joining mine. Do you want to tell us why, Red Dog? What was so interesting about not joining my stream, fella? Like always. Don't worry, though. I see which stream you joined. I see everything, Red Dog. So if you want to let me know to why you felt the need to join me stream, And tell me, listen, as far as I know, actually, Alicia smashed her stream out the park. As always, man. As always. Fair few new followers on here as well. She's got about 5 new followers on the old Instagram. Sorry, mine went down. Mine went boggling then. Waiting for Youssef. He should be in very, very soon. I'm hoping so. As I said, I think he's in the chat. Because that man, the Offsiders have joined us. Go on, the Offsiders. What a group. Up and coming. Borough have actually kicked off now. We're 30 seconds in. All right to left, the Borough go in the normal. Red tops, white shorts, white socks. Accept. Youssef, you're not actually in yet, fella. It's not come up on my screen. So you need to just put your email in and put your name in, and then, like I say, it should work from there. So you do all that, it just basically puts into my stream. But it isn't actually put you on here yet, which is a little bit worrying. Drop it to the bottom of the box, so I'll just wait. When are you next at the boxing club? I won't be there, Craig. I don't go to the red car one no more. As I say, I don't live there anymore, so I don't go to the red car boxing club. Where's Alicia FC? The best. She's just finishing work in like 15 minutes time, so she'll be here very, very soon to join us. I've got to get a corner early on, cleared away there. I was showing your girlfriend YouTube support, fella. Yes, here he is. It's the man. It's Youssef. He's here. Yes, Youssef.
Well, let's change my camera around. Sorry, can you see me?
Yeah, man, we can see you. We can see you.
Perfect.
The man, the myth, the legend, Youssef is in.
Not sure about being a legend.
Are we? Man, listen, a big Borough fan. I've got plenty of questions actually to throw to Youssef about the Borough tonight whilst watching the game. What minute are you on, by the way? Just so I know if you're behind me or not. 1
second, let me... Sorry, just froze.
No, you're all right.
1 second, bear with me. It says 1:38, 1 minute 38.
All right, so you're well behind me. I'm 2 minutes 7.
Wow. Okay.
So if there's a goal, I might have to stay quiet until you see the goal then. So nobody in the chat react, right? If we score tonight, do not react until Youssef's seeing the goal, otherwise it's going to ruin it for him.
We'll see how it goes.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely.
People are just talking about the chat, talking about my girlfriend, actually talking about Alicia. So there you go. But like I say, I wanted to get your opinion. Actually, I know that December, midpoint of the season now, but I never have asked for your thoughts on Neil Warnock. When you seen he obviously came into Middlesbrough, were you happy or were you sad?
I weren't impressed because I thought, he's a bit of another Tony Pulis signing. Yeah. Is it another 70-year-old? But I think he's won us all over, hasn't he? With his style of management, his just bringing the positivity back. He's been brilliant, really has.
Man, that's it. I think the one thing that stood out to me the most is his man management. Like when Dale Fry was going through that really, really bad patch, and then he's sort of bigged him up, and now he's been absolutely outstanding since then.
Oh, 100%.
But like I say, I mean, I look at Duncan Watmore and I think, all them injuries, his confidence must have been on a mega, mega low. Are you there, Youssef? Oh. I think he's there. I think his pitch is frozen slightly. Can you hear him, no? Are you there, Youssef? We're waiting. I don't know if he's trying to have a laugh at you and try and come back into the screen, but I'm not too sure. Youssef, we can hear him. I can hear him. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone, man. So there we go. Yeah, to be fair, he froze. He should be back soon. Ellie loves his headphones. Ellie, fair play to you, man. Fair play to you. If you do us a favour, right? If you bang it on your Instagram, take a screenshot that you're watching it, and then tag me in it on your Instagram. I'll put it on my story. So there you go. What did you say about Alicia? Last time when I was on Alicia FC's stream, she was complaining about you screaming and shouting when you won against Millwall. Was she actually? What did she say, Thomas? Because she didn't even tell me about that. She didn't even tell me. What did she say? I'll have to ask about that now. Cheers, Thomas. Oh, my days, Luton got a corner. And it's cleared as far as... Whoa, man, we nearly went 1-0 down. I think Youssef's... All right. Well, yeah, I know you're watching it now, Ali. Cheers. The London internet is disappointing. Tier 3, that's what happens. You know what I mean? You get some bad internet reception. But yeah, Thomas, tell me exactly what she said. But Luton nearly scored. Corner came in from the right-hand side. Get back across 6-yard box. and it just went wide by Sonny Bradley. I know that because I know he's the guy with all the tattoos and all that on him. But a good chance for Luton there, to be fair, to take the lead. It's been a pretty even opening 5 minutes, really. You know what I mean? Borough have had a corner, they've had a corner. She said, there he goes again. She said, there he goes. That's what she said. Oh, my days. I have to follow up about it. There he is. Right, how are we doing? Now? Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Nah, I could hear you last time. It's like frozen.
Oh, is it frozen? Is it frozen now? 1 second.
No. It's all good.
Yeah. All good. Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Just frozen a minute ago. I thought I could hear you, but like, your picture's frozen. Yeah. And I was thinking, is he trying to wind me up? Like, is he genuinely froze on purpose?
No.
And that's why I couldn't work out.
I'd never do that. No, I wouldn't do that to you. But I'm all good now from now to the end of the game. But yeah, Manchester.
Thank you very much, Yusuf.
Nah, thanks for inviting me. It's been a while since we've spoken. So yeah, I know we've spoken a few, messages, but it's been a while.
It's been a long time. I've got a feeling like it was like Bristol City away last season. I think it's the last time I've seen you face to face.
Oh yeah, was it with you and Liam before the game?
And I said, Yusuf, you come to the Chinese shop. It was like 10:30 in the morning, and you were like, "No, I'm going to go to the away end." And I was like, "All right." That's what it was.
Yeah, that was like over a year ago, was it?
Yeah, last August, mate.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. That just goes to show that's a long time ago. Sure we've met since.
No, I don't. I'm trying to think. Obviously, I went to the home games last year. I don't think I missed a home game.
I'm sure I must have seen it at one of the home games.
I don't know though, because I know you sit down there, and obviously I sit like middle of the south. I don't know. Maybe they did, but I know face to face having a chat and that. Bristol. So there we go. But yeah, Bristol. When I said he come to Chinese shop, and then
what a long time. Yeah.
I went up the road to the Hen and Chicken pub and got kicked out of it because the Borough fans were singing too many songs, and the staff rang the police.
Oh wow!
And said there's rowdy Borough fans in the pub
because it's early on.
Listen, we had to ditch. Do you know what I mean? We had to get out of there.
Of course, that's what it's about. Yeah, of course, and that was decent result. We did 2-2.
2-2. I mean, I think Dale Fry stepped out. His man stepped in and scored the header, didn't he, or something? And
that was his first, I think, game in 6 months because he was out injured for 6 months. So yeah. Say that again.
He was captain for that game as well.
He was, yeah. He was. He was like, yeah. I think his interview said that when Woodgate told him he was captain, he was like, something like,
sound for me.
Yeah.
Sound, man, nice one. No worries.
Most people would be like buzzing and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Okay, sound.
Right, sound, yeah. It's just an everyday thing. Like, has to be captain of Borough, like.
Of course.
Somebody said,
another thing.
A Nottingham Forest fan said, hope you are well, Yusuf.
Oh, legend. Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. After we beat you 1-0 this season. Hopefully that made you quite happy. Got to throw in a bit of sauce.
I mean, throw in the disrespect there. He's trying to say hello. In comes the disrespect.
Of course. They missed out the playoffs last year. That was hilarious.
I mean, any more dirt on him? I mean, he's trying to be nice.
Stoke City. Ask them about Stoke City because Stoke City absolutely destroyed them last season. They were that close to the playoffs.
This isn't me. This is all you said.
It's got to be done.
Yes, man, of course. Who said else? Who else said it? Ellie Bird said that she loved your headphones.
Oh, thank you very much. The Beats.
Yeah, your
Beats. Nice one, Ellie.
I've got the solo ones, the Beats solo ones. That's the Beats I've got.
They're decent. Yeah, I prefer the Beats to the AirPods because the AirPods always fall out my ears. My ears are quite small. But with me, it stays all the time. So I'm quite happy with that.
Of course, man. And someone said Yusuf's trim is on point.
I ain't cut it for ages since last lockdown. So yeah. No, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Craig, my missus isn't back from work yet. It's just me and Yusuf. She's at work, man. She's actually probably going to be disappointed now. The fact that Bamford just scored against Newcastle, and of course she's a Newcastle fan. So there you go.
Of course, yeah, of course. Well, they did quite well the other day, isn't it? Considering the COVID case, they did really well considering the COVID case.
Honestly, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, this COVID's got everyone moving mad. So,
of course, it's not easy to like recover. So, yeah.
So during this pandemic, how enough have you coped down in London?
It's been all right. Obviously, it's one of them things. Everyone's wearing masks everywhere you go. Shop, train, everyone's wearing masks. Everyone's hand sanitizing. Everyone's queuing. it's just one of those things. It's the new
Yeah,
normal. You
man.
kind of just get used to it. It's not like something that you like. I think at the start, obviously, when I saw someone wearing a mask, I'd be like attention seeking or whatever. But after a while, I start thinking, yeah, I was literally thinking that. I'm
Yeah, but
thinking,
I
what?
can't understand it myself, to be fair. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah,
When you see people, you just think, what the heck you wearing one of them for? Now I'm
of
like,
course,
I'm
exactly.
in the same
But
boat.
after a
Like,
while, yeah, after a while, you kind of think, oh, okay, it's what needs to be done.
yeah,
But I guess it's down to the government. They were given like mixed messages. They were saying you don't have to wear masks, then you had to wear masks, then
yeah,
it just kept on changing.
mental, man. Somebody said, yeah, do you, Craig McBurney said, do you
I
celebrate
know him.
Christmas, Youssef?
I know him. He's a good lad from Saudi Arabia. I do celebrate it. Yeah. He's yeah. I do. So yeah, it's a good time with the yeah.
He's from Saudi Arabia, Craig McBurney.
No, I think he lives in Saudi Arabia, or his dad lives in Saudi Arabia or
Swear
something.
out.
Yeah, I know him. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I know there's a Saudi Arabia kind of link. Or it might be
Hey.
one of them countries. Yeah.
All right, so we've got a good question here. I've got a question.
Yeah.
If you had to choose which player has to go out of Spence or Johnson, who would you choose? I know you love both. I can't go
Well,
against
Spence is
Marvin
younger.
Johnson. I play
I've
Warzone.
got.
I play Warzone with Marvin Johnson. I can't even that's my guy. I can't even go against
But he's
him.
older. He's older. Think of the potential that Jed's got.
Nah, I'm sorry, right? But if I diss him, right, and he watches this, and then he deletes me on PlayStation 4, I've lost my
Nah,
Warzone friend. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got to
it's not
stay true
distant.
to him.
It's not distant. I think he'll understand. I mean, he's 30. Jed is 21. There's
Yeah,
a
Jed's
9-year
got real
difference. So,
potential.
do you know what I mean? I think he's had this difficult season. I don't think Jed's been as good as he was last year. Last year he was just brilliant.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
year he's shown glimpses of what he can do, but I think he's been a bit disappointing, I must say. But hopefully Warnock's the man that's going to get him, back
Yeah, I
to his
love it.
best. Dyke still has been brilliant, so I think him just seeing Dyke still hopefully will help him.
Him,
Um,
Dykesdale and Bowler have both stood out this season. Bowler's been
I don't know.
amazing because Bowler came in last season, went straight out on loan because he wasn't very good, and then like I said, this season he's been unbelievable.
It was a liability last year, both of them. But you also got to remember they both come from down south. So I think Dyke still was at Charlton for so many years. Oh, my stream's well behind you. So what happened?
There's a chance. Oh no, Tavernier, man! Not in the box. We ran down the right hand side. It's a good bit of play, to be fair, between Dykesdale and Tavernier. And Dykesdale put his I don't know, sort of whizzed this ball across the penalty area.
It's coming up my screen now. Dykesdale,
Yeah, and he tipped out to Tavernier. Tavernier's goes to kick it, but completely misses the ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because
Good chance though. But I'll tell you what though, Luton had a good chance early on from a corner. Then he went 1-0 up. So
I don't know how the stream's going to work. If mine's at 12 minute 30, what's yours at?
Mine's 12-minute 57 or something. It'd be all right.
Oh, okay. Oh, hopefully it's not too bad. I thought it would be a lot worse than that, but yeah. But it's not the same watching it. It's not the same when you're at the match. It's a different kind of buzz, different feeling. But don't get me wrong, I'm happy when we win. But the happiness when you win when you're at the ground is like a million times better.
I miss it, man. I do miss the match day feeling, mate. I miss 100%. It, man. I just miss away days.
Away days, home days. Just imagine the atmosphere. I know there's a Forest fan here, but imagine the atmosphere when we went up against Forest late on. Coventry on that Tuesday night. Imagine the atmosphere. It's 0-0 and you get 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. Imagine how class that atmosphere would be. Imagine Swansea, one of the best teams in the division, beating them. Do you know what I mean? Just imagine Bristol City away. Imagine that.
Oh, man.
And South got that winner.
Man, I actually love Bristol City away, though. I actually think their ground's really nice.
I think so as well, yeah. It's a good part of the country as well. I know it takes you about 7 hours to get there, but I like it.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Someone's saying on here, let me just see. Craig McBurney's from Borough, but his dad lives in Saudi Arabia.
That's it. Yep. See, I listen to the people when I speak to them. I don't just nod my head or whatever. Yeah, because I just saw him at Rotherham away. So that was the season before last. Yeah, I think he lives in Leeds, if I'm right, or York. No, York. He's from York. See, my memory is decent. He'll tell you he's from York. He lives in York.
Decent.
Yeah,
because Craig went to the boxing school with me and Redcar. That's right. Yeah, decent boxer is Craig. Yeah, he's a decent. Yeah, he's actually all right.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's a good lad.
Yeah, man, he's decent. feel for Youssef getting spoilers. That's from Jack Hunter because he's getting all the spoilers now.
Nah, it's all good. I don't mind as long as we win. It's all good. Jack's another one, and I follow him on Insta. He's a good lad.
Ah. Someone said that they miss your rucksack. They miss Youssef and the rucksack. I miss Youssef and the chips and burger sauce.
You miss it, yeah.
I miss that, man.
Yeah.
What's this? Hello, A.J.T. Want to drink your chips for your burger sauce?
Of course. That's what it's about. Yeah.
Always,
that's the thing about me. I do the same thing. It's like my match day routine. I always have my bag. I always have the chips with the burger sauce. Because I think Gav, remember Gav from Borough Fan TV? He thought I had
hero,
cheesy chips. Oh, I miss him. He's a top lad. Top lad.
Do you know what's sad though? He left Borough Fan TV, and I never spoke to him after that. And I don't even know where he is now. He got rid of all social media. I think he must have changed his number. And honestly, I've never ever spoken to him since. So sad,
that's
really.
The thing. Yeah, that's the thing. You lose contact with people, so that's why I think it's really important to keep contact with people and yeah, because everyone that I meet, I try keep in contact with them. I try to remember.
Yeah, of course,
I try to listen. And do you know what I mean? It's hard. It's difficult because obviously I've met so many people over the years, but I try to remember as many people.
You're like a celebrity in D-side, mate.
Definitely not a celebrity now. I don't agree with that word. I'd say, probably a bit well known or a bit popular, but I wouldn't say celebrity.
A fantastic Borough fan. A loyal Borough fan. I mean,
thank you very much. I think we all are. At the end of the day. We all show our love in different ways,
Yeah, man. I just for me, when I watch these matches, it just makes me feel so sad the fact that I can't be there. It's man. I just honestly, man, I just miss the match day feeling. I miss waking up on a Saturday and thinking, okay, it's match day.
Even if we've lost, it's not even about. Obviously, it's great if we win, and it's annoying when But I'd rather be. I mean, I'm just thinking last year when we win that relegation battle, the last however many games. Imagine the atmosphere. How it would have been,
Reading a win, Sheffield Wednesday a win.
Sheffield Wednesday, last day of the season. Imagine that. We were there last day of the season. We needed a point to stay up. We won the scenes when Brick got that winner. If only we were there, it would have been
crazy.
Yeah.
Reading a win, man. Reading's always scenes for some reason. Whenever you go to Reading and Borough score, everyone always seems to go mental at Reading. I don't know what it is about Reading away, but everyone goes crazy. Like that year we won and George Friends got the tap in and then he broke my wrist.
That was Christmas. That was near Christmas, I remember. Yes. That's what happens.
Here, my wrist is still sore from it. I mean, someone put me on the phone, jumped up my hand, and that's when I thought I broke my wrist, but I didn't. Oh man, it was sore. Worth it for the Borough, though. These things you do for the Borough, man.
Of course, that's what it's about. Them limbs, you have to, I missed that random thing.
Yeah.
Is it still the Luton? I've got the Luton corner on my stream. What happened to you?
You got a what?
Luton just missed their corner, and Johnson kicked it forward to. Mine's way back. Is it?
The Luton defender pushed him over in the chest and ran for the referee. The referee just looked at him and said, "Play on."
I don't understand.
Somebody said, "Would you rather have Adam Traore back or peak Janino?" It's easy for me, that one. It's so simple.
Yeah. Obviously, the Brazilian, he's just absolutely world class, and he's probably like a Kevin De Bruyne, like that kind of level. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think we'll see a better Borough player ever than Janino.
No. We'll be very lucky to get a player as good as even Adama in this rate. You know what I mean? It's like, if you look at the standards, it's like we sometimes forget some of the quality players that we've had. But the likes of Janino, Emerson, Ravanelli, I don't think we'll be sport like that for a very long time.
Paul Merson was unbelievable when he played for us. Paul Merson was.
I just don't know how he went in the championship. It's like a championship side getting someone like Dele Alli or something right now. Do you know what I mean? A player of that level, like, it's just impossible.
Unbelievable.
He's only, I think, 30. Yeah, it's impossiable to get.
Even like Graham Souness and people like, Graham Souness has played with the Borough and stuff. It's like, what the heck?
Of course. And he went to Liverpool and did really, really well. So we've had some. We've had some ballers.
Like even Ray Parlour when he came from that season from Arsenal.
Yeah, 2004. Yeah, won the Carling Cup.
Just done the Invincibles and signed Middlesbrough. Like, what the hell's going on there?
It's hard to compare it with, like, obviously there's a lot of young fans. It's hard to compare it with a current player right now. But it's like, I don't know, someone with Liverpool. I don't know, like I don't know who's in midfield. Like when Yaldum joining Brighton or something. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of.
I look at like Mendieta signed for Valencia for 44 million. Then he signed for Middlesbrough. And like he played for Barcelona in that. Oh, it's okay. Let's go to Middlesbrough for a bit. I go to the North East for a little bit.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy. Same with Zenden. Zenden as well. Exactly.
Hasselbank. Oh man, unbelievable, man. They were the days. That's the thing. They were the days, weren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Hopefully
European
they come back.
They were like peak, man. They were
Of
sick.
course. And it was Macaroni who, at the time, a lot of fans were thinking, oh, what a waste of money. 8 million hasn't really done much. And he more than paid
was
back.
thinking it.
He
Every
literally
single
did
time
nothing.
except for the picture, thinking, why the heck he started him for?
The only 2 games he's actually done something was Basel and Steaua Bucharest. And the rest of his 5 years or whatever it was, they did nothing. But it don't matter. He paid it all back.
It was mental because, you know, like a few weeks back, I actually had Frank and Drew on the channel doing like a podcast.
I saw that. You and Thing did it.
When the podcast finished, he then rang Macaroni. But like I say, because Macaroni never picked up, but he's going to get Macaroni as like, you know, he's going to get Macaroni as like my next guest on the channel.
Yeah.
Like loudspeaker it. Oh, I'm seeing Macaroni's number. I'm going, what the heck? The hell are you reading for? Like,
incredible.
Frank and Drew, man, he was like such a nice guy to speak to. Like second time, yeah, he was like honestly like showing me all his cup winning medals and all that. Called me A.J., which I thought was pretty special. He didn't even he didn't just call me a random person. He called me A.J.
A.J., yeah, it just goes to show. Yeah, I mean, for me, he's the best left back I've ever seen. A lot of people say George Friend and they say Ziga, but for me, my team of the season, or my best ever team that I've seen, I always put Kudru at left back because he scored vital goals for us. Defensively, he was good. Offensively, he was good. He was a winner. Like, he was never injured. He always played. He was a leader.
He just the red card every now and again.
He's just unbelievable, and you know what I mean. It's just a shame that we let him go. I think because as soon as Southgate came manager, I think his contract ran out. So I think it would have been a bit weird to be teammate, you know, because obviously I think Southgate is left-sided centre back. So it's like from the person that's right beside you to being your manager, it would be a bit awkward. So yeah,
man. I guess through some comments.
Go for it.
Somebody saying I play Warzone with Johnson, but what console I play? PlayStation 4. Are you off work, Youssef? Craig McBurney said.
Yeah. Well, I've just finished work. Yeah. So I'm all I finished a couple of hours ago.
Jack Hunter said crazy that Borough were 3-0 up at this point against Millwall.
Yeah. Crazy, I know.
That game was crazy, man, on Saturday. Like, literally, it was like bang, 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 straight after each other. Don't know
every time we shot. Yeah. He's right place, right time.
What a revelation to our squad, by the way, he is.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit. The thing is, I've learned not to judge people straight away. But even Duncan Watmore was like, "Oh, why we signed him?"
I'm the same. I was a little bit like that.
So I keep telling myself, don't judge people until they do something. But yeah, again, Duncan Watmore, I was like, I'd rather not sign. I'd rather just play one of the kids.
Yeah.
But he's proven me wrong yet again. So I've just learned to just keep it quiet and let their football do the talking.
Yeah, of course, man. Viduka always give 100%. He was unbelievable. Viduka was
technically gifted. Because if you look at him, he's huge. You'd think, he's overweight or whatever. But one of the most skillful players I've ever seen. Unbelievable.
His best goal ever scored was against Birmingham away, and I was there. I was in the away end.
Oh, you were there? Yeah. I remember seeing TV.
And just like put it in top corner, and everyone was like, "How the hell did he put it in the top corner?"
That's the thing, and we don't have players like that can do that, unfortunately. But
class.
Yeah, he was unreal. Just a shame he went and joined the Geordies.
Very much so. A word of warning: Watmore's now limping.
Well, he's made of glass legs. All the Mackhams have said so.
It's more so his knee, isn't it? I mean, I know one of his knees is gone, but the referee stopped the play. It wasn't Watmore, might have been Saville, but I thought it looked like Watmore. I saw ginger hair, so I just assumed it was Watmore.
Sav,
was it Saville or
we
Watmore?
haven't really got. It's Sav, Saville, number 22.
Yeah, he was just limping about a bit there.
So he'll have to bring on Wingy, I think. Yeah.
How have you summed up the first 24 minutes then, Youssef?
It's been a bit of a nothing game. I don't think either side has done anything. Like, we haven't really done much. Luton haven't really. It's been just a drab game, really. It's one of them. But it's fatigue. I think Warnock said in his press conference, don't overdo it. He's trying to tell the players, don't overdo it. Obviously try your best, but don't give that extra when you don't have to. Just stay quiet, because Paddy's on 4 yellows. One more yellow, he misses the game.
Yeah.
So I think some of the players are keeping it quiet because I think we've got today, then I think we've got Saturday, and then we've got a whole week off. Is it a whole week
We're
off?
not playing next week, no?
I don't think we've got a midweek game because it's
Carabao Cup game, innit? That's why it's Carabao Cup week.
Yeah. And then it's Is it Boxing Day after? I'm trying to think the next game after. We've got
I'll
Birmingham
have,
on Saturday.
I'll get the fixtures up on my phone because I've got the fixture list saved in me photos.
Quality. Because I know we've got Birmingham and then Boxing Day, Saturday.
Birmingham, Rotherham United on Boxing Day. Then 3 days after.
We've got a whole week off.
3 days after we go to the team that haven't won a game, I don't think, this season. Sheffield Wednesday.
What a way to end 2020 against Mr. Pulis, isn't it? It's the last game of 2020.
Yeah, and then we got a game on the 2nd at Wickham away. So two away days there. I'm
gutted that I was going to miss the Wickham because I thought to myself, when they got promoted, I thought that's a game I want to go to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've never been to Wickham's grounds. I would say around the corner, but it's a lot closer than the Riverside, that's for sure. But and I got a couple of Wickham fans that randomly follow me that I've like made good friends with recently. So I was really looking forward to that, but it's a shame that we can't go there. Hopefully they stay up because I like Wickham. They're a good little team.
Well, I say, man, like there's so many away days I wanted to do this year, including Barnsley. I always like going to Barnsley. I do like that away day. I do.
Because we have that whole goal. Yeah, I always love those games like Bolton away where we got the whole goal. They're always the best for me. You know what I mean? Barnsley is amazing. Blackburn, well, I mean, we haven't had 7,000 for a while, but like if we have like upper tier and lower tier, for me, that's
Blackburn's always a good away day.
Yeah, I love it. I love the Northwest clubs. Preston's another one. That was unbelievable.
I like them stands that are pretty open, like Preston, like Barnsley, where it's just open. Do you know what I mean? The atmosphere is always rocking then.
I mean, it's because it's the old school stadiums. Some of the newer stadiums I'm not too keen on. I think they're a bit...
Yeah.
It takes away the atmosphere. That's why I'm gutted that Brentford moved because I used to love Brentford. I mean, that was...
No way. I wasn't a fan.
I love the terraces. Just
I hated Griffin Park.
You hated it?
Yeah, man. Oh, man, no, I wasn't a fan.
I loved it. Everyone's different, I guess.
Someone said, how do you think Borough get on against the Borough reserves on Saturday, being Birmingham City?
Oh. I'm just,
How many are players with them now? Lucas Jukovic and George Friend, Adam Clayton.
Yeah, Adam Clayton 3 plus the gaffer and his coaches. So, there's quite a few. I mean, it's a shame that we never said goodbye to Friend and Clayton. For me, those two, what they did for us in the last however many years. Like
George Friend. George Friend was a class server.
George Friend, I'm at 100k. 100k.
It was 100. Yeah, I think it was 100k. Yeah. It wasn't even. Yeah, it was proper cheap.
7 years service that he gave us, and people are going to look at at his last couple of seasons. I know he lost his legs and all of that, but the fact that he's just gave it everything. He was sensational, and
he just loved it, didn't he? He was so like loved by everyone though, like the club and the fans and stuff like that. And I mean, in the way they all finished for him, it was a bit of a shame. I mean, I remember Adam Clayton doing that Q&A on Twitter, just trying to sort of hear himself out when everyone's trying to slag him off because he went on holiday.
Of course.
God thought he wasn't needed, so he ain't going to stick about.
Exactly. Everyone's got to look after themselves. So
What do you
Am I allowed to ask you questions? Am I allowed to ask questions as well?
Of course you're allowed to ask anything, mate. That's what you want me on stream.
So, what's happening now?
Oh no, we're not in Tuba, man. Why do you, Tavernier? What more, please?
It's because Tuba don't want to do that celebration that you're asking to do. That's why.
Since you asked him, I've asked him. He's gone coldy. He can't do nothing now.
Exactly. That's what I've noticed. Because before that, he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
I couldn't believe he even responded, to be fair.
I know. I didn't.
I was like, "What do you mean?"
It goes to show, anything's possible. But he'll probably forget now.
You imagine, man. You imagine. I've been waiting all this time. He'll score, and they'll be like, "Yep, nice one." What's your question we're going to ask? What's the question?
Yes. So, three years on from the Leeds run.
Oh,
yeah. Is there any is there any regret? Is there any mistakes you feel you've made there? Have you grown up? Do you feel like it was justified? Listen, for it.
Man, I was 23. I'm 26 now.
You were young, yeah.
I mean, I definitely do. I regret it. I mean, some of the stuff I said, I guess I regret. I'm saying I hate them isn't a lie. I mean, I genuinely can't stand them.
Of course.
That isn't me lying. I'm being honest with you.
Of course, yeah.
I think when I look back at some of my stuff on the Borough fan TV, I mean, listen, I cringe myself sometimes when I watch it, but for me, that interview alone, I can't watch it. I can't even hear anybody playing it near me or anything because I just don't.
Of course.
I don't know. I guess I was 23, and I've been on Borough fan TV a couple of months. I struggled with a lot of things away from the camera. Like mental health for me is like such a big thing, and I never really speak about it. But before then, I guess I didn't even know how much it can affect a person. 3 years down the line, I've battled it for like a year and a half now, mental health.
Oh, wow.
Off the back of that interview. You know what I'm saying? But like, did I help myself by doing that interview? Probably not. But, you know, I'm at the game that day, and I see a kid in front of me get his eyebrows like clean taken off by a coin. He must have been about 10.
Yeah.
Must have been about 10-year-old. And there's like blood squirting out of his head. And these Leeds fans
my God.
These Leeds fans like chucking stuff like continuously. I'm like, look at this kid crying. And there's blood just spurting out all over everywhere. I'm going, really? Like, see, and obviously one hits me, and I'm like really? Like this kid's crying his eyes out. Like, he's like, probably, who knows? Like, that could have been his first ever away day. And now he's got a scar on his eyebrow for no reason. So that was happening. And then, of course, we get outside the stadium. They're giving it large outside the stadium, as you would. Then my interview happens right outside the Don Revy stand. Got all the Leeds fans on the other side of the road calling me this, that, and the other. My camera goes on. Right, AJ, I've been beaten 2-1. What do you think? Well, I've got all these emotions inside me. I kind of need to release them. As I say, some things I said probably didn't have to be said. Like when I called everyone ugly and I said about this, that, and the other. Listen, man, some of it was stupid. And I can hold my hands up now and say some of it was stupid. I can't change what's happened because that's on every platform now forever. You know what I mean? And I guess every year, whenever it comes about, I get to make a joke and say, "Oh, yeah, you know, like 4 years on, what a joke."
Of course,
just have a laugh of it, but. Yeah, man. That interview definitely doesn't define who I am.
Of course not. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't even say I'm the same kid I was back 3 years ago. I mean, listen, I've got a girlfriend now. I've moved out of my own house. I live up in Newcastle now. Pretty much settled down. Got a brand new job. Same place, obviously with Alicia and stuff. So yeah, man. I guess that was when I was like new to the YouTube scene, new to the public eye. You know how on earth to take it all in. That interview happened.
Of course.
Marvin Johnson's just done a sexy move there, but he's ran out of play. So, yeah, so like I said, so obviously done that, finished that. Goes on my Twitter the next morning, and I had to delete the app.
Wow.
That much abuse.
I've seen it, yeah.
It
horrific.
Was mental. I got home from work, everyone in my house was upset. Everyone's having a go at me for it, saying, Andrew, or AJ, sorry. You got to keep, you know what I mean? Like, you got to keep your mouth shut and all this. And
of course,
Borough fan TV are loving it because I've just got them, 20,000 views. I was like,
1,000 views, yeah, of course.
The video,
I
think I had like 1.5 million views in like 26 different countries by 5 o'clock the next day. And I was like literally bricking it. I thought I'm going to die. Like, say to yourself, like, this could be this, you know what I mean? Like, this could literally be the end of me, like. And got on the Borough fan TV show at night, got ridiculed on there, online. People like finding out my information and messaging me family members, messaging on the video, tagging me in it and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, this is not what was supposed to happen. Like, I just had a lot of emotion inside of me. I did request Borough fan TV to take down the video and they refused.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I asked them though straight away. I said, "Do you mind taking that video down? I'll edit in a little bit." And they went, "Do you know what? It's out there now. We can't take it down." And I thought, "You can take it down. You can edit it."
That's interesting because I remember James had an interview against Leeds, and they took his down after he went missing. Do you remember? So it's like mixed.
Yeah, man. I think it's because it blew up. That's why I think. That's why I think because it blew up. And I still have to live with it now. Like, where else I work now, like some Leeds fans in look at me in a really, really weird way. Because obviously I'm not that same kid. So do you know what I mean? I'm not going to go up to start kicking off at him and that about being a Leeds fan. You know, people sort of have their own opinions on it. I mean, it's like, you know, I had to go to Stockton about a year later and head to head with that Leeds fan, and it was like them sort of things I don't feel comfortable with doing because I don't even like the fact that I did the interview and kicked off the way I did, and you know, it was like it's kind of like the abuse was sort of unneeded.
Of course,
to the level it went to, because mentally it had a bad effect on me, and I just couldn't deal with it. ate myself silly. I got myself to a really, really, really high number in weight.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I was a big kid, and like I said, I've lost about 10 stone since then now. But yeah, man, I gotta say, the summer that I left Borough Fan TV, June 2018, we had the charity game, and I got a message, and it was like just ridiculously stupid about losing the charity game, etc. Being the captain and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, time goes on. A few days after that message, after I sort of spoke to certain people, I left. Felt better for it. Did the video on it. That got like 6K on my YouTube channel, but I wasn't even bothered about the numbers. Put it on Twitter and shared it, and people are on there saying, "Oh, it feels like Christmas Day's finally left. The idiot's gone, and all this. The loudmouth has now been shut down." And I'm like, I'm still suffering these demons. I'm still seeing it go through it. And it wasn't until I met Alicia I actually spoke to someone about it. So I kept it bottled up for a good year, like a good year. You know, it's like mental health. Like you think about all sorts of beer.
Of course.
And obviously eating myself silly, comfort eating every day. And like I said, I was on the booze, heavy drinking. I remember drinking a bottle of whiskey in an hour and a half, like a full bottle. Just one night, just in my room, just sat there, just drank the full thing.
Wow. So it really got like serious, like very, very serious.
It was, man. It was deep. It was like it was a bad time. But do I blame myself for it? Possibly. It probably was my own fault why I never even got the abuse. But like I say, I can't change it, and I don't think a sorry would change things. And I guess that's why now I'm a bit more reserved on my own channel. I don't so much kick off at people or fans, or I just try to give my own opinions. And I think like having chats with footballers on there, and you know what I mean, people starting to talk to me a bit more. I think people are finally understanding that I'm not the same kid I was 3 years ago. I'm not the same kid from the interview. I don't even watch anything I used to do back then because I just cringe at myself. You know, some things are really cringy, man. And I guess it changes with a person, like the mental health side of things. And I guess I don't know, you open up from different sort of perspectives. Like when I see you go through all your stuff, that hit home to me because I was upset for you. Like I was like, bloody hell. People, it almost feels like they enjoy giving you this hard time online. These trolls.
They're like that with everybody. Yeah. I mean, you've obviously received the trolls. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. They don't see that person. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't see it you. They don't see the effect they're having on you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. So I guess for me, it was like I suffered like bad like depression, anxiety. Like it was like social anxiety. Like I couldn't go out and meet people or nothing. Like I just didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to leave my bedroom. Like, I was just like, leave me in here. Like leave me in my room. I don't think honestly, I was dead. Like. Away from it, and of course, I spoke to Alicia about it and spoke to my family about it. And everyone sort of brought down and cried about it, as you can imagine, because it's not something that I would ever like come out and see. I mean, if you met me, if you know what I mean, like if you meet me outside, I'm quite a happy person, but sometimes alone, with your own thoughts, it ain't always the healthiest thing to do. So, you know what I mean? Even during lockdown, I struggled. Like the second lockdown, like I contacted, I didn't contact Alicia. I told Alicia the moment I got up. And I messaged with me, and he rang me, and I said, "I'm like struggling, like this is actually taking a toll on my brain. Like I can't get through this lockdown on my own, you know." So that's kind of how it was for me. But like now, obviously getting a job, having an income coming in, I feel a lot better headspace wise. But I wasn't in a good place. About probably 2 months after that interview against Leeds. Whenever like people say, "Oh, you're the kid that went viral," I'm like, yeah, man, that's me. But you know, people do silly things sometimes, and we've got a player down, and that's Watmore that's gone down.
Oh, the glass legs.
He's got his hand over his face.
So hopefully it's not too serious. So do you think the fact that you were a big fan of Arsenal Fan TV and you love Troops and DT, do you think that contributed as well? Because you used to see their rants. That
was mental, you know. And people used to say to me, "Oh, like A.J.T's like the Borough Fan TV's DT," and I'm like, really? I'll be honest with you. When I started going on that, I wasn't even watching AFTV that much. It was only when I started getting into YouTube properly, I started watching YouTube properly, and I guess watch some of their videos, and then of course I go and do my video. I wouldn't say I was competing with them. I wouldn't say I was in any of them. I wouldn't even say I was trying to be like them. Do you know what I mean? I was trying to have my own identity, but people just kept saying every time I kicked off, always be like this, be like that. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm being AJ. I'm being myself.
Of course. Yeah.
And in the end, I had to change my Twitter as views are my own because people just wouldn't listen to what I was saying. And I literally, like I say, It took me ages, but I don't know. Even going to the matches now, I still feel a bit like insecure because I think, bloody hell, don't like let somebody give me some more abuse. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of them. Like, whenever I walk to the match, I think for me personally, I try and get there early. I try and get to the match as early as I can. So I have to actually avoid people. Like, I don't know. I guess it's like up here. I guess it's up here mentally, innit? But
so do you get like verbal abuse? Because all my abuse has been on social media. No one's ever said anything negative to my face. Like, what kind of abuse do you get? Serious?
Yeah. I've had like drinks chucked at me. I walked out of Bristol City when we beat them 2-1 live on Sky about 3 years ago, and somebody come past me and put the finger like there, and they were like calling me all these names, and now they're going, do something. I'm going, I don't need to do anything. Like, I don't actually want to touch you. I'm not going to do anything back. I've been pushed outside of Newport twice. I've seen me interviews and people come behind me and push me. Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, I've been smacked at West Brom. Someone hit me at West Brom. Yeah. Someone.
Oh my God.
Just in the back, just in the back of the head. I was doing my interview and someone come behind me and cracked me straight in the back of the head.
Oh and my God, cowards!
I stumbled because obviously here was in like quite a dangerous place to hit someone.
Yeah.
And like the police went crazy because like they couldn't see the kid was and he ran off. I went for a night out once in Stockton and got started on in Stockton. I had to actually leave the night out early because they wouldn't let me enjoy my night. Like this like group of Borough fans were just on me like all night long. They're like, "Oh, listen, AJ, you're embarrassing." I was like, "Yeah, but like I'm just trying to enjoy my night out with my mate." Like he just gone through a serious breakup with his missus, so he asked me to go out in Stockton to go watch a tribute band. So obviously I'd gone out, and yeah, man, it was like got into all these bars in Stockton. People were just giving me a hard time. I'm thinking, you're joking. Like I just trying to enjoy my night. Sometimes it can have that sort of effect where Gateshead away. It's pretty open, that stadium, and the fans were coming in behind my head and they were just like shouting stuff in my ears and stuff, and I'm trying to watch the match and that, and I was like, oh, really? I went to Weatherby Services once and same thing happened, and then the police had to break up because this kid got like right in my face. You're embarrassing, you shouldn't be going to the matches. God. You shouldn't, Borough should ban you from the Riverside, you shouldn't be going to the games and all that. And I'm like, flipping heck, really? This is all off one video? Like, seriously, like, is it that bad? Was it really that bad of a video? Like, did it really have that much of an effect on you? Like, really? So yeah, man, listen, I mean, it happens, and sometimes I sit there and think to myself, why did that happen to me? Like, why on earth did I was hated so much by like minority? Because I wouldn't say the majority hated me. You know what I mean? If the majority hated me, I wouldn't be sat here now doing a stream for people.
Of course, yeah. You know I mean? It's just that percentage, yeah. Yeah,
mate. It's just sad the people got joy off giving someone a hard time, or because what he said when he was 3 years ago, immature and brand new to a scene that I've never been on. I've never been in a public eye before.
Of course.
I'm quite resilient, so I don't know, man. I guess that's the deep thought on the you know what I mean, on all the stuff that happened back then. I don't know, man. I don't think it's fair. Like even when I saw you, even when I seen you on Twitter, like going through all your stuff, like it upset me, man. I was thinking you shouldn't have to take it. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't have to handle all this sort of stuff, man. Happening to you, like racial abuse for me is terrible. Like I say, listen, I got family in America that are black.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
When I see it happen, I just think about them and I think, seriously, like, because I know my uncle gets a lot of abuse because he's white and of course my auntie's black. And when they were getting married, just before they got married, they went down the street holding hands and people were shouting stuff at them. And like, really? Like, these two people are happy like with each other. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
I don't know, man. I guess that's
of course, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying about people small-minded. The small-minded people, the small-minded, and like they get joy from doing this to people. And I don't know, man. I guess you just have to let them crack on with it, I suppose, because at the end of the day, you can't really stop a troll unless loads of people stop them. So they're everywhere,
and they'll continue exactly. And do you think Borough Fan TV ever like pushed you to do more of the angry rants, or because obviously they were getting the views? So do you ever think like pressured? Or
I ain't too sure on that side of things. I guess you'd have to ask one of them people. For me, I was just being myself. I guess sometimes when I was doing my interviews, I was thinking to myself, am I going a bit over the top? Am I being a bit silly? Like some of them after I'd done them. And I was thinking to myself, well, actually, it was just my passion. Like, I guess some of the one-liners were a bit daft. I when I said like wake up and smell the gravy instead of the coffee. It's like that's what I used to say. Like I've been thinking, what the heck is that meaning? Like,
well, you're so emotionally charged, you just say whatever.
Yeah, of course you do. And listen, right, whenever Borough lose, it bothers me. I can't help it. Like, listen, right, you've only got to ask Alicia. Literally, ask Alicia. How on earth does AJ get through? How on earth does AJ get through Borough losing? And she'll tell you herself. Like, I literally go to bed and I'm in the mood, and I wake up the next day and I'm still thinking about the game before. Because it bothers me. Like, I don't like to see us lose in football, but like, I'm understanding that. Well, I tell myself before every single game, we might not win. Don't want to move. We can't win every game of football, but when we're playing like this, come on, the boys. I just want to see us do well. I can't have it.
Do a bit better. And then, which interview did you regret more then? The Norwich one or the Leeds?
The Norwich one.
That was another one. That one.
The Norwich one I don't regret because
you don't regret at all. Okay.
Before the camera went on, they were in my face. They actually were way in for me, about 20 Norwich fans. And they were singing Wembley to me, and I'm thinking, you're going to get me vexed. I'm getting a bit mad, like, stop it.
Of course.
Of course, you know, I mean, going in front of the camera, and I'm still like, hey, starting to get me. There's a kid here, man, with like long ginger hair, doing this to me. 1-0, and I'm going, I know, and so I was like, I know what the score was, man. I go away, and he's like, Wembley, Wembley. Yeah. I know what happened at Wembley as well. Stop reminding me. So I don't think I regret the Norwich ones, man, because even from the Norwich ones, to be fair though, like the Norwich fans, well, again, the minority give me abuse. The majority of Norwich fans actually have a laugh at me and stuff.
It's hilarious.
I've actually seen the videos. He was actually a manager. My boss used to work at Tesco, and he was like, "Look, I've seen the interviews. They were hilarious. Thanks so much for doing them." But I guess
they're supposed to be funny.
Of course, I guess the Leeds one was kind of a regret in some aspects of some of the things I said. I think trying to sum up the game. I don't think I regret doing that because I thought I summed up the game pretty well, getting beat 2-1 and trying to top out the game. I guess just some of the stuff at the start when I've kind of made myself look a bit silly when I've said, you know, Leeds won't be bigger than Borough when we won one trophy. You know, saying that and you know, saying about Ayresome Park, and I got that mixed up in my sentence. That came out as like completely false, but I was trying to say that like no ground's better than Ayresome Park because I don't think it was. Like Ayresome Park was a fantastic stadium, and that's the truth of it. The rap run after the game, and all the Borough fans are all chasing the opposing fans and kick their heads in. It was a good ground to go to.
Of course.
Yeah, nah. I guess like insulting all the mothers of Leeds and all. I guess that was silly, man. But I don't see.
Because Norwich obviously they won the league, and you're like, oh, you're not going up, you're not doing this. So do you regret any of that?
Look, I knew that would happen. Like, as soon as I said it, and I thought,
typical.
What an idiot! Literally, as soon as I said that about Norwich won't get another 3 points this season, I thought, I can't go and win the league now. And we all said in the van home, they're like, AJ, they're going to win the league now, and I know. And of course, that season they're going to win the league, and Jake Humphrey retweeted it and said,
yes, I remember.
Well. But to be fair to it, though, Borough fans actually defended me. As soon as he said that, because Borough fans were saying, oh, Jake, like, you don't go and watch Norwich and all this. And I was like, okay, then you have your little argument. I'm stepping out of this. I've already had enough for too many. But I guess right now, there's no real abuse coming in the door. There's like positive. Ever since I left Borough Fan TV 2 years ago, I've received near enough zero abuse. I'd say I get like 0.1%. So mentally, mate, I'm a lot better than what I was in. And that's the truth of it. Mentally, my head's a lot better. Like I can walk down the street and not feel like someone's going to try and jump me for saying what I said about Leeds or whatever. And
of course,
you know, we're Leeds fans and that. Of course, everybody asked each other's teams. Of course, I said Middlesbrough. And we had a bit of back and forth, but just banter. It wasn't anything deep. It wasn't anything audible. You know what I mean? It was just a bit of crack with the lads at work and stuff. And that's the way it needs to be. It doesn't need to be fisticuffs or you're fat or you've got this or you know what I mean? And I guess that's all people will ever try and insult me on is literally the way I look. And I go, listen, right, I love a pound more. You don't love a pound more. That's the way that you want to look. I look like this because in the winter, mate, I keep warm. Do you know what I mean? The belly keeps me warm in the winter, mate. I don't freeze.
Exactly.
I don't get cold water to work, mate. I don't get cold water to work, mate. I'm nice and warm. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. And didn't a Leeds fan take a photo of you when you were at Leeds, when you went to America? You went to the Leeds airport. I mean, how scary was that?
Yeah, and got jumped on the train. Crazy. I'm on the train from Middlesbrough to Manchester Airport. Next stop's Leeds, and I'm thinking, oh no. That's literally like 2 months ago. I insulted the whole of Leeds City. Like, I think like, the video's on like 2 million on Sport Bible. The video went that big that Sport Bible actually followed me on Twitter.
Oh
Because
wow.
the video went that big, and they like followed me on Twitter, and then of course, then I guess they went and did their own little video on me and stuff. And yeah, I was on the train, just sat at the back in the corner with all the family and stuff. I think I was drinking like a Coors Light at the time or something. I was looking forward to going to Manchester because that way then I get to see the Etihad. Because of course you go past the Etihad on the train, and I thought that's going to be pretty cool. So it's like next stop Leeds, and there's this kid staring at me on the train, and I'm thinking, oh my days, he's going to do something. I'm well aware of what's just happened in the back of my head. I can't go on my Twitter, so I had to go on the webpage on the internet to have a look at this photo because I can't go on my Twitter because of course I deleted the app. I can't even go on it. It wasn't. I think someone messaged me on Facebook and said, "Oh, by the way, you're going mental on Twitter again." I'm thinking, what? Somebody reshared the video. That's what I was thinking in my head. So I'm sort of sat on the train like this. I was actually vlogging. I was vlogging the whole trip. Anyway, put the camera down because, of course, I just thought, well, I've got nothing to vlog. I'm in Leeds train station. There's nothing to vlog. With no disrespect to them, but you can't really film much inside a train station on a train. There isn't much to film. So, of course, I put my camera down, and this kid gets up and starts walking towards me, and I was like, "What the heck's he gonna do?" So I sort of like shifted in case he's gonna get up. I would have just got up myself and said, "Look, what's the problem? Like with my family, like leave it, like don't do anything stupid." And he just come over his phone and laughed and took a photo of me, and then he put it on his Twitter, and he said, "Oh, like I've spotted him on the train." He puts that picture up, and flipping hundreds of people get on this train, Leeds fans, just like that. People are on this train. There's hundreds of them. Also in front of me and the family. Now, obviously, my mum's getting upset. Sisters are getting upset. My dad's up on his feet, ready to try and push everyone back with my sister, or like I say, brother-in-law. My brother's in there, and a friend who's gone the trips up. So all the men are all stood up now, and I'm thinking, oh, no way is this happening, man. I'm just trying to go on my other days. All these Leeds fans on the train and shouting all the chants at me. I'm thinking, really? The train can't take off the platform because there's all these Leeds fans still on the platform. Like covering the doors, so we can't shut the doors. I'm thinking, flipping heck, man. Eventually, they all departed, and like I say, once again, it went around Twitter and did circles on there, and I was just kind of sat there going, "Oh man, Joe, is this all because I had a silly little rant? Is this what it was from?" And I guess if you look back on my videos now on Leeds on my own channel, I don't really do anything stupid. Not because I'm scared of anybody or that I'm intimidated. I just don't want to get that sort of attention again because it wasn't healthy. It weren't a healthy time for me. It weren't a healthy time for the people around me. You know what I mean? Like seeing people get upset around me is not ideal. Like when you see people crying because of the abuse on Facebook. Like one of the death threats I got, I had like hundreds of death threats, and I nearly had to contact the police.
Death threats.
Yeah. It was like it got really close to me contacting the police, and they said they wanted to come and get me in Teesside and hang me in the middle of Leeds City Centre for everyone to see. Yeah, mate. It's just one of them.
They don't realise what they do. They don't realise what they do to people. It's unbelievable.
Hang on. Alicia just bumped in. What's it?
5-2.
What?
5-2.
Newcastle got beat?
5-2.
Flipping it. They're going to be 5-2 by Leeds. Swear. He was 2-2 up. He was 2-2 at one point. 5-2. 5-2.
How many goals did Bamford get?
How many goals Bamford got? So, Bamford got 1, Rodrigo, Stuart Dallas, Alioski, and Jack Harrison.
2 ex-Borough boys, Bamford and Harrison.
3 in 13 minutes.
Do you know what the problem is?
What's that?
Somebody decided to play Federico Fernandez and make about 5 changes to the team.
I didn't see that coming. 5-2.
Shock.
Also, to the people watching the stream wondering what's happening in the football, it is 0-0. It is half time. It was a dead half. That's why me and Yusuf decided to have a pretty deep chat tonight.
Yes, exactly.
Listen, it was a dead half, man. There was nothing happening in there, and I think we only had a shot on target or something. It was a pretty. Just read some of these things that people have actually been saying.
Of course.
Bob Jones said hello to you two. He said like hello to us both.
Hi.
Jake says we've started really slow here, just like the Preston game. Don't say that. I don't want to get me flayed on the second half. Although a stat did come out before the game, just like Preston did. I don't know if you've seen the stat on Twitter.
I saw it a bit, yeah.
And I got a little bit worried by it. Hi. Oh no, I was just talking. Mental health is so important. Anxiety is awful. Yeah, tell me about it. And you don't realise how much it takes to talk about so openly like this. I really struggle with anxiety, and it's awful. Yeah, it ain't fun. Opinions on the game. Opinion on the game. You said first half.
That was a nothing game. I mean, literally nothing. We did nothing. They did nothing.
Yeah.
It was just drab. You can just see it. It was drab. And
if the people would see the DM right back and forth to me and Yusuf and said, Yusuf, do you fancy coming over for the Luton game? Yeah, no problem. And then you went, it's going to be a 0-0. It's really a 0-0.
I knew it. I said that to you a week ago. I just knew it.
0-0.
Yeah.
Harvey Instone's just joined. He says, yes, lads.
Top man Harvey.
Matty Cox, who supports a team inside League One, said, come on, Luton. You're in League One. Wouldn't be getting back when you're in League One.
Which League One does he, who does he support?
Ipswich.
Ipswich.
League One, no. Same league as Sunderland, lads. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be getting excited.
Fleetwood. Yeah, Fleetwood as well, the same league.
Fleetwood. And who else is down there? Rochdale. Do you know what I mean?
Rochdale.
Oh, for the one division away from you, lads. I wouldn't be getting excited.
It's scary.
Exactly. Come on, Borough, said Richard Lee Gaming. Big up Richard Lee. He's an Everton fan, but he likes the Borough, so big up Richard Lee.
Top man, Richard.
Casey Gaming says, Yusuf, what's your YouTube channel? I want to drop a sub.
I don't really have YouTube anymore. I haven't, I've deleted it. Sorry?
You did have it, though, at one point. Like a proper channel.
I did, when I did vlogs and stuff.
Wow.
Well, the first time I deleted it because of all the abuse, and then the second time I deleted it because I got an email from the EFL saying I couldn't vlog and stuff like that. So I thought, if I can't vlog, they took down like 3 of my videos. Apparently, it broke regulations, and I wasn't allowed to film in the stadiums and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Were you filming the pitch, though?
I was filming myself and the pitch, and I was like, okay, I won't film the pitch anymore. They're like, well, you can't even film inside the ground at all. So I was like, what about Thogden? What about, Stunt Peg? And what about everyone else? Oh, exactly.
I thought
exactly.
I do it. I know another Borough fan that does it, top of South Stand, Fogden and Stunt Peg, and the list is endless, mate. Brummy Joe.
So many people do it, but I thought, you know what? There's no point in causing any controversy. So I just thought there's no point. A lot of people like it, but what can you do? But hopefully I might do something different. Yeah,
I remember Derby vlog got like 10,000 views or something.
That was unbelievable because that was Besic, because I got Besic's celebration. I was right in the front, so I got Besic's celebration, and he was like kissing the badge. And I remember I posted that video on YouTube Twitter like half an hour after the game, and that got like it blew over because you could just see the passion. He kissed his badge. I love that. One of my favorite away games. The weather was hot as well, which made it better. I thought.
Really. And like when he scored, that honestly, the roof of that stadium came off. It went mental.
3,000 Borough fans, and it was and the Derby County has happened again. I mean, that was quality.
Sunderland's going to Stanley, Borough's going to Wembley.
Oh, of course, because they get relegated after that game.
Yeah,
they got relegated after that game. I saw Kevin Phillips after the game. Obviously, Kevin Phillips, ex-Sunderland striker, who was at Derby at the time. So I threw a little dig at him, saying, what happened to your teams? I'm not from Sunderland. I'm from London and blah blah blah. So kind of threw Sunderland, down the carpet. Say it again.
I thought he's from Birmingham, Kevin Phillips. Maybe
he said he's a London boy. He's from Watford, I think. He said he's moved around so many different clubs. Yeah, because I know how to spell at Birmingham, at Sunderland.
He was Birmingham at one point.
Southampton, he was at. I remember him and Peter Crouch.
Of course, he was at Southampton.
He's been around the block. One of the most underrated strikers I think Premier League has seen.
He's good, man.
Because he got 30 goals this first season that Sunderland got promoted. You're thinking it's like Bamford getting 30 goals, which won't happen. But it's like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
I remember going to a Sunderland v Borough game. We beat them 3-1. Malcolm Christie scored and Chris Riggett. I don't remember it. It was in the white. And he scored a screamer. He bent it from the edge of the box to the top corner. I went, what a goal that is.
Oh, unreal.
That's
what football does, the memories.
Him and James Beattie was a proper partnership.
Oh, unreal. Little man.
As well.
He was quality. And I think as a striker coach as well, because I think he went to Birmingham as a striker coach. He got Chris Wood scoring goals. Was it Chris Wood who went to Burnley? And then he came to Borough. Britt was scoring goal. No, he was at Leeds. Sorry, Chris Wood was at Leeds.
Yeah.
Sorry, when he was at Leeds, so he got Chris Wood scoring goals. Britt under Gary Monk was scoring a few goals, and then when he went to Birmingham, he got the Duke scoring plenty of goals. So wherever he's been, he tends to get his strikers scoring goals. So, and that's what I was hoping Robbie Keane was going to do last season, but unfortunately, that didn't quite happen.
Yeah. Phantom Clan said, hi, Youssef and AJ. Youssef will know me as Jacob Jarvis. Have a great Christmas.
Yes, Jacob Jarvis, top man. Yes.
He said, have a great Christmas.
Have a great Christmas to you. He's a good lad.
Is he a Borough fan?
Jarvis.
Jacob Jarvis?
Yeah, he's a Borough fan. I went on Instagram live with him a few times, and because I go live with a few people, and some people tend to like be trolls or try to, whatever. But he's one of those fans that serious. Yeah, he has a serious conversation, and he's always saying, "Oh, ignore these people." And do you know what I mean? It shows that there are some decent people out there.
Yeah, of course, mate. I mean, it's just a shame that you get the idiots. The keyboard warrior, call him, mate.
Yeah, because wasn't there that lad Aaron Robinson that said that R.I.P. in your comments on your what's it called, in one of your posts like
was it
a few years back?
Probably. I don't know what the heck that was for. Yeah, probably did.
And you're thinking, if all your family saw it, I mean, what they think?
Mate, honestly, though, like the death threats were mental. Like, I'll be honest with you, like, maybe I know I didn't help myself, but when you see the level,
no matter what you did, you don't deserve it. I'm sorry, unless you obviously murdered someone.
To be fair, Youssef, you were always all right with me. I remember meeting you at Bolton.
Yes,
I was getting abuse. Like, hello, A.J.T. I was like, thank you so much for giving me abuse, Youssef.
I just don't think people do. I mean, unless someone's done something like wrong, like broken the law or whatever. You weren't breaking the law. You just.
I used to get on my photos. Like, people used to Photoshop on my photos.
Why?
And like, I won't tell you what they used to put in it because like, it's a bit rude. But then like, they used to send them to me and like post them on a match day to me and like, oh, enjoy the game, AJ. In the West Stand, whereabouts they have like the boxes, whereabouts like outside, whereabouts you can sort of see. Someone took a photo of me buying a burger from the burger van. It's like, oh, AJ's gone home on a match day or something like that, and I was like, so I can't buy a burger before the game because you're gonna like make something like of a joke. So
of course, man, they're stalkers. That's what they are. They're stalkers. They need to realize that you've got a life. Just give you space. At the end of the day, if they don't have a constructive conversation, that's fine. I always say to people, I don't mind having a constructive conversation if they feel, because some fans don't really like me because I might go a bit over the top, and which is fair enough.
Passion, mate, innit?
Well, exactly. Some people like it, some people don't. That's life. Like, I'm not going to lose sleep over that. But what is disappointing was when there's the negative abuse, for doing nothing, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And you getting that level of abuse just for a few comments, it's like, it doesn't make sense.
To be fair, I never ever opened up to like someone that isn't family about it before because I didn't
appreciate you doing that.
Like, listen, do you know what I mean? I appreciate you listening because sometimes that's all you need. You know what I mean? But
100%. I think and there's lots of people watching who are probably in the same situation. So the fact that they're hearing other people talking about it can help. They can relate to it rather than thinking, oh, it's only me. Do you know what I mean? So you got to openly talk about it.
You now know the inside of me. Like, you now know the inside of my mind and everything. Like like I say, you know what I mean? Like, I try to be as positive as I can every day. You know what I mean? It's the best way to be. Of course. Listen, man, I battle with demons, and I say, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid to speak about it. I guess I was at one point. I guess I didn't want to speak about mental health because of a prideful thing. Daft and silly, but like I say, once I spoke about it, I was thinking, there's nothing to be afraid of. Like, you got to talk to people because, like I say, too many people lose their lives, man, about mental health by not opening up. Yeah,
100%. You see it all the time. Every time, like a young, I think it's the biggest killer among young males. So it's frightening.
Yeah. Somebody put Nikatube. Nice, good name, that Nikatube. Pikachu. I love the content of the Borough. Well, thank you very much. Like I say, you said special guests.
Special guests. Thank you very much.
AJ hit 120 subscribers. Oh, you big up yourself. I remember hitting that like years ago, but like I say, man, build the following, build the brand, and get yourself out there. That's what it's about. Borough on the attack. Saville, good chance. I'm sure you're behind me still.
I'm a little bit behind, so yeah. So do you want another question? You up for another question?
Have you wrote these down somewhere? You said?
No, I haven't. I swear I haven't. It's just coming up.
Down to your right-hand side. I'm sure you've got these written down somewhere, man.
Not at all. You can look around. I've got cameras all over my house. I haven't. It's just coming.
Are these like questions that you've often like wanted to always ask but didn't know how to ask me, sort of thing?
Yeah, I guess it's one of those questions where you think, but you're thinking there's no point in actually asking it. Because normally when I see you, it's normally about the game and like it's like quick. But this is obviously the longest time we're actually like with each other. So it's like I can ask you questions.
It's almost like a match day podcast. On my days, we don't have a chance. I know they don't. Well, they Mav. Someone said, "What a game this is." Yeah, it's rubbish. I don't really.
Absolutely dreadful.
I don't know what's going on with us tonight because the same team. Maybe there's a bit of tiredness creeping in somewhere there, but I would like to see some changes.
Would you take a point though?
No,
as pathetic as that sounds. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Patrick Roberts needs to come in.
I say I'm not trying to be disrespectful to them, but I think these sorts of teams that still got League One players in there, you've got to be taking these like to the cleaners. I mean, you look at our team compared to their team. I mean, I look at the bench and I think I hate like for like changes. Like if you're going to take off, if you're going to take off Akpom, do not bring on Britt because for me, I don't see the point in that.
You've got to, yeah.
Let's try and go two up front. Let's try and be a bit more adventurous up the top end of the pitch because if you put Roberts on, which I hope for one day actually get to run a games again.
I hope so as well. I think he's leaving though, but yeah.
I love Roberts, man. He's a talented kid.
I love too. It's the same feeling I used to have about Adama because Adama was never playing. Yeah. And like I always said, give these players a run in the side. People focus too much on what they can't do rather than what they can do. So
Akpom, do you see that then? He got floored.
It's coming up. It's coming up for me, yeah.
Referee, man. Who the heck is his referee? Up the Borough from New Zealand tonight. Oh, big up yourself.
New Zealand. We're going global.
Ellie Bird said this is a boring game. It is indeed. It's not been the most entertaining one. Like, I'm glad that it didn't cost us 10 quid each.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine those that paid to watch this?
We've got a chance on the left-hand side. Big Marvin. Go on, Marv. Give it a baller. Go on, baller. Beat your man. Corner ball. Decent bit of play that.
And we only got 1 point against Luton last year. We drew 3-3 and we lost 1-0 at home to them. So 1 point. Can you imagine?
Man, how the heck, right? I look at that game and did you go to Luton?
I did, yeah. The 3-3 one, yeah.
7 hours to get to Luton on the bus. And Billy Brett on Malanga just smashes it all over.
Yeah. I was stood right next to his dad when that happened, and his mum was in the row below me, and all his boys had all his family there, and even they couldn't believe it.
You just knew at the minute he missed it, they're going to go down and score, and of course they did. And you just knew it was one of them nights. What the heck is that, Marvin? He's put the cross in the box. He's going straight up the crossbar and out for a goal kick.
He's just desperate to be our top goal scorer. He just because Watmore's becoming our top scorer, so he wants to be our top scorer. So
I definitely think we need to make a change. I know we only played 50 minutes, but Watmore's got his hands on his knees, and you don't want to get him injured. I know he's a massive player. But
I'd take it off Watmore and for Britt, I'd take off Watmore for Britt, and then I'd bring on Roberts for
Tavernier. I think Tavernier.
Yeah. And then Jed Spence, I'll bring him on for Dijksteel. Give Dijksteel a rest because we can't. Yeah, I think he'll be more useful away at Birmingham. I think at home. Ooh, what happened there?
Marvin, finish it. Get in!
We scored.
Yeah, we scored. Do the dance.
True, but Avcom. Is he doing the dance? No, he hasn't done it.
He's
forgotten it.
Yeah, he's done this.
I told you, he's forgotten.
Oh, Marvin, tell him.
Still a bloody goal kick for Luton now. I'm well behind.
Yeah, he is. But Marvin Johnson, right, was always talking about the celebration. Why is that telling him then in his ear? Oh, he did the celebration.
And he's forgotten, Marvin Johnson, So it's coming to me now, Tav to Johnson.
Brilliant bit of play that.
Tuba. Typical tapping, yeah.
But I tell you what,
we expected to see the dance.
Nah, man, he ain't gonna do it. Oh, Tuba, that's disappointing, boy.
He's forgotten it. You've got to at him now. Put it on your story.
I will have to at him.
And tag him in it and say, Tuba, I thought you were going to do the dance.
I want to see him score, and I'm so pleased he has because he's been getting a lot of criticism, Akpom.
A bit unjust. Some of it, deserved, but a lot of it has been unjust, I thought.
He ain't been getting the service, mate. And
no.
He's a really good player. I really do like him. I really do like Akpom. because he gets in the right spaces.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't teach that, I think, as strikers.
Great finish. I mean, this is a great finish because, you know, I mean, I guess a bit lucky in the build-up. I know it took a deflection on the way to Tavernier, but listen, Tavernier's run once again. Who gets another assist? You know what I mean? Another assist there, Marvin Johnson. He must have the most assists in the football team. He's got to have the most assists.
I think so.
He gave one to what, Mike?
I think so.
Gave one tonight. I'm trying to think back to where have he given assists to?
He must be up there.
He scored at Huddersfield and assisted at Huddersfield. I don't think he assisted at Huddersfield. I
don't think so, no. Did he start against Huddersfield? Yeah, I think he started. I think he was on the bench. I think he was on the bench against Huddersfield.
Nah, he scored, didn't he? 14 minutes in.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes. I'm with you now. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
I'm really pleased for him because you know what winds me the most right about the Borough fans, and I'll be honest here, I'll say this because nobody else will say this. They're too quick to judge a player, right? And when we had when we had Fletcher that first came in, and everyone wrote him off. Oh, he's rubbish. And he's at Sunderland, and everyone's going, "Oh, we need Fletcher back."
He's rubbish.
Johnson comes in. Oh, he's rubbish. He's League One. Well, Sheffield United comes back. Oh, he's our main man. It's like, yeah, well, actually give these guys a chance, huh?
Typical, of course, exactly. And I keep telling myself that, but then again, I said the same thing about Watmore. I'm thinking, oh, why are we getting him? And he's proving. So I think we're all guilty of that at the end of the day.
Yeah,
so
man.
we have to keep reminding ourselves, to just keep our feet on the ground and keep supporting the boys.
That's it. Fletcher Graham was asked you a question. Or AJ Youssef, do you reckon we will finish in the playoffs at the end of the season or just outside it? I'll let you go first. You can answer this one.
That's a tough one. Start of the season, I'd have said no way.
Yeah.
But now, there's a bit of a belief, I'm not going to lie. But I think it all depends on January. It all depends on January for me. So if we get in a couple of players in January, and if we get no injuries, then why not?
Yeah, I mean, start of the season, I think I said between 10th and 12th, I'd take. Given on that season, given on the fact that we didn't really add to the squad, apart from Akpom and a few others. Well, I say Watmore came in a bit later on, didn't he? And of course, Roberts obviously came back. So judging by the fact that we only got Morsey,
Grant Hall and a free. Yeah. So
I guess we added a few players, but even going on that, I thought to myself, we get mid-table. It's a lot better than last season. The last season was so painful at times watching that, man. Just watching us go down that table every week I just couldn't handle it. So that's what I said. But I look at it now, and like I say, going to work and that, and Geordie's and that, telling me that Borough could go up this season. They actually want Borough to go up this season. They actually want to see us. Well, yeah, because of course they say to us, there's actually no rivalry in the Premier League anymore. So they actually want to play Middlesbrough, and it's weird. It's weird up here. Let me tell you, Geordies want Borough to do well. Right? If we lose a game, they get in the mood.
Interesting. Why?
Whereas tonight, when Alicia came in and said Leeds beating 5-2, you burst out laughing.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's hilarious. That's why.
Like I said, Matt was coming up to me going, I reckon Borough go up this season. I'm thinking, well, I don't think you are. I ain't going to tell you. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's weird, mate. It's definitely weird to how because Sunderland fans said that they hate Borough fans. That's what they all tell me. But Geordie said they don't mind Borough. They say, oh, we don't really mind them. Like, this is
but we don't like the Geordies, because we say, put the Geordies on the top, put the Mackhams in the middle, and burn the effing lot. I know you don't swear on your channel, so I'll keep it clean. Yeah. But yeah,
but I definitely think. I mean, listen, right. If we're going to go up this season, we've definitely got the best manager to do it with. Most promotions of any team inside this division.
Yeah.
Neil Warnock. I don't want to speak too soon because it often comes back to bite me on the backside, big time. But I think to myself, if we can get top 6, then I like to be inside the top 2. If we get in one of them 6 places, I like to be within the top 2. I don't want to go to Wembley because I can't face another defeat at Wembley. It's too sad.
Exactly. Disastrous, yeah.
It's too sad for everyone. I mean, I remember Ravanelli and all that playing at Wembley, and it's still not being good enough for that team. The only thing I sort of fear for us is do we have the right team to go up with? What I mean by that is we go to the Premier League with this team. Okay, we had a few additions in, but would this team stick inside the Premier League? Because we went up last time, we made like 15 signings, and we still came down. So I was thinking, if we're going to go up, we have to have that team that's like actually going to storm the championship. You see too many teams like Fulham went up there twice, spent 200 million in total, back down again,
and struggling.
Aston Villa nearly came down last season. Very lucky, very lucky.
Very, very.
You look at Sheffield United this season without any fans at the stadium, they can't win a game. And I think to myself, I just don't want that to be Borough again, because then Borough get labelled as a yo-yo club, and we shouldn't be getting labelled as that. You know, I think everyone you speak to says that Borough should be back inside the Premier League. It's like, yeah, we should be, but let's do it when it, you know what I mean? Like, let's do it when, you know what I mean, the time's right, sort of thing, not just for the sake of things.
But we've also got to remember we are basically a championship club, because in the last 10 years, we've been in the Premier League once. 1 year out of the last 10 years, we've been in the Premier League.
Yeah,
so the facts are, right now, obviously, looking back at, you know, the 2000s and the 90s are great times in the Premier League. But let's face it, the last 10 years, we got relegated 2009. It's now 2020. In the last 11 years, 10 of those 11 years, we've been in the Championship.
Yeah.
So it's harsh realities, but that's where we are at the moment, and we have to accept that. We
need to sort ourselves out, and I think, and I don't want to have a dig it in, but I definitely think money needs to be spent by the chairman. I'm sorry if that upsets anybody, but I just think we can't keep saying this about the money, about the money, and then go and spend 3 million every season and expect to compete, because it just realistically doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I mean, I think Forest invested heavily in their team last season. Okay, it backfired, but it also backfired on us. Do you know what I mean? It backfired on us when Gary Monk went inside a candy shop and bloody bought £50 million worth of players.
Well, exactly. Exactly, which just gives you a headache.
Somebody said that Borough can come second inside the division.
Second?
Yeah, somebody said Borough can get second. I mean,
I don't know about that.
I look at the top three, and I think it's already been decided, if I'm being honest with you.
You think so?
I think Watford...
Because Neil Warnock doesn't think so.
I would never like to say never, but I think Watford are strong. I mean, they're really strong, Watford. And I think Bournemouth, again, are a strong team. Norwich are away with it. They're 10 points clear. And that's when I look at it and think, okay, Borough can still do it, no doubt. Do you know what I mean? Everyone believes in the Borough. No doubt they believe in themselves, but we'll just have to wait and see. Unlucky. I mean, I've got to say, since that goal, we look a little bit more better going forward. But it's still a little bit sloppy time. I know we're 1-0, but it's not very one of them games that, you know what I mean, has really caught your eye tonight. But we read what people are saying.
3 points is all that matters.
Of course. 2-0 Borough, don't know what more late, and Tuba scored. Tuba's already scored.
He's already scored, that's good.
Gibson has ploughed in excess of $500 million in the last decade on us. True. I mean, we can't really argue with it.
You can't, exactly. His own money, exactly.
Aye. Fletcher Graham says, personally, I won't be too bothered if you don't go up. I just want a squad to be built that can push for top two. Being a shop promotion, ex-Huddersfield, example Huddersfield, might not be the best. They went down. I guess that's how it is. They're going to make a change now, Luton. And because you watch it on Sky Sports, I don't have the players' names underneath. Who's going off? So number 24 has gone off, and a blonde-haired kid. Oh no, sorry, a black-haired kid. Because the picture's a bit not in HD, you don't know what colour hair he's got. So you can come on.
Exactly.
I have to go on Twitter in a minute and have a look. Somebody said, no, we don't have the right team to go up. We need 4 players. Which 4 players would you recommend, Khalid? Watford. Watford are a Premier League side, and so a Bournemouth, somebody said. And somebody said, get Ben Gibson for that. I would have loved to see Ben come back, to be honest.
It would have been good. But, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. His wages is, I think, a little bit over the wage structure that we've got at the moment.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I think in the end, it was down to his wages. That's why he can come back.
Because he wanted to join us, and, yeah,
he did.
He loves the club, but it's just one of them things.
Gibson's not the richest owner by any means. But if we didn't have him, we would be like Sunderland. Oh, imagine that.
I don't even want to imagine that, so yeah.
Nobody wants to imagine that.
No.
What I'm going to do is what I always do on here, and I'm going to go for a look around the England on the score sheets. Southampton drew with Arsenal. Arsenal are in trouble, this season. 1-1.
I mean, I don't know what's causing it, yeah. They lost against Burnley, and now they've drawn against Southampton. That's
it's no good.
relegation form.
Everton beat Leicester 2-0.
Okay, Leicester have been doing really well lately, so that's a great result for Everton.
Birmingham were 2-1 up at Cardiff.
Okay.
And Reading and Norwich is 1-1. So there we go. Reading are a weird team this season, man.
Okay.
They kind of struck everyone. I think Reading are like 4th in the league table.
I know. 1 week they win. Yeah, 1 week they win. The others when we played them, they were woeful.
Norwich on 38, Bournemouth on 37, Watford on 34, Reading on 34, Swansea on 33, and Brentford on 32. All goes in. Bettinelli big save from the corner, and Borough.
It's so tight though there.
If we can get a result on Saturday and Brentford lose, top 6. I think it's going to be close all season long.
And then after that, we've got 2 more games until the January transfer window. So it's you've got to be positive. I know people say, how could you be too positive all the time? But sometimes the facts are there.
Oh,
the facts are there.
You can be, man. Being a Borough fan, things aren't always bright and rosy in Middlesbrough. Let me tell you that. So, this win tonight, we wouldn't feel like winning the FA Cup final, man. Borough winning. Let me tell you, we don't win many games. Whenever we do, right, we have to scream and shout about it. Trust me. I look at Sheffield Wednesday, right? 19 games played, 9 points in 19 games, and to get out of the bottom 3, they need to get to 16 points. They're in it.
So they need to just go, But do you think Pulis is going to turn it around for them? Because he's got a knack of getting teams out of messes like that and staying up.
I mean, I hope so for him, but at the moment he hasn't even won a game yet, has he?
I don't. But then you've got to remember they had a points deduction as well, which is why they're so many points behind. So
true.
That's you've got to take that into
account. Steve Gibson there for sorting that one out.
Of course,
he had every single right to do it as well. That was actually the funny thing.
Absolutely, because he's following the rules, so he's thinking, well, if other clubs aren't following the rules, I need to do something about it. Which is crazy.
We've got a message from Craig McBurney. Is it heartbreaking for Newcastle fans that the Saudi takeover fell through? Take a look at what Arab money did to Man City since we beat them 8-1. I'm pretty glad it didn't go through. I can't lie.
I can imagine. They were linked with Neymar. They were linked with every player under the sun.
I live in a house full of Newcastle fans, so
and they went and got Ryan Fraser. Yeah.
But listen, from the pain that I see in Alicia's eyes every single time she talks to me about Saudi Arabia takeover, I can see how much it hurts the Geordies. And it would annoy me if we had an owner like Mike Ashley, because the guy just doesn't want to really invest heavily. That's what it is to him. It's actually an investment. It's not like a project.
Exactly.
And it's a shame. I mean, Bettinelli's dropped it, and they're in, and it's going to be a penalty to Luton. No.
What do you mean of Bettinelli?
And it's
no waysy.
Matt McNair's gone off. No, it's not McNair. Is that McNair? Sam Morsey. Sam Morsey sent off. Yeah, straight red. 3 games suspended. Oh my days! Basically, have a look at your screen, because like I say, we're coming up in a minute. He has the shot. Bettinelli, I think he must have swerved in the air. It bounces all over. It come out of Bettinelli's arms, and he's gone in. I think Sam Morsey's obviously blocked it with his arm or something, and it's obviously gone out of play. They pulled it back and given him a straight red, and this is not ideal. We've got just under 25 minutes to play now. We're down to 10 men, and they've got a chance to make it 1-1. No, we did not want to see this happen tonight. We were cruising here. We were doing all right at 1-0. We weren't under no pressure first half, no pressure second half. They've one shot out the blue. It's a number 19, so I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's Collins, what the heck he's called.
James Collins. But it's the making of it, yeah. It's the making of a good team.
1-0. It's in the back of the net. Straight down the middle. Bettinelli dives to the right-hand side, and Luton have made it 1-0. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying.
So who do you blame for that? Do you blame Bettinelli or Morsey?
The ball bounced all over. I mean, the Borough players are still protesting to the referee now about something. I think they're saying that Moses Marvin Johnson's kicking off. Everybody's kicking off. Bettinelli's ran to the one knocks down the touch line. He's freaking out the linesman. Bettinelli's now kicking off at the 4th official. Look at this. Can you see that?
It's come. Well, yeah, it's starting to come up now.
It's going
But
to.
not. Yeah.
It's going to. I think they're saying that somebody ran in the box as an infringement. McNair saying
That's part of
retake
the
it.
penalty.
From what I can see, Watmore's kicking off about it as well.
Yeah, I've just seen the. Yeah, Dyke still. Yeah, number 8
We're making
ran
a
in the box.
I'm not too sure who's going to come on here, but I think it might be Marcus Brown. I think they want to
Marcus
retake
Brown on the bench. Brown's not on the bench. Marcus Brown's not on the bench.
I thought it was Brown getting his socks done up.
They're not happy. Yeah, they're not happy because their number 8 ran in the box before their player scored.
They're retaking it. They're retaking the penalty. They're retaking the penalty.
I agree with that decision because he ran in the box.
Yeah. Collins is kicking off about something, but I think they're going to retake the penalty.
Because I think the players would have walked off the pitch.
What is going on here? The power of Warnock running over to the linesman.
I know.
Referees
The old Borough wouldn't. Right? Yeah, the old Borough wouldn't have done it though.
No.
The old Borough's too nice.
I don't know what's going on here. The referee's kicking off about something. He's about to blow his whistle and do something.
The number 8 ran in the box basically before he took the penalty, so that's why. Yeah.
Somebody said it was a double kick. Somebody said it was a double kick.
Double kick. I don't think it was a double kick. I think.
I thought he only kicked it with his right foot.
I thought as well. It was. He definitely kicked it only with his. It was the infringement because the number 8 was next to Dyke still, ran in the box, ran the penalty box quick, before the penalty was taken. So
something definitely happened there because Warnock went absolutely off his head. Marvin Johnson's going over Tavernier now, and the Borough player's gone off. Wings just come on.
Who's come off? Is it probably for?
I don't know who that's
Watmore.
for.
I think Watmore. Watmore's the only one that would come off.
Referee's got his hand in the air, blowing his whistle. I don't know what. I think they're just gonna. Are we just gonna play on? From a goal kick or a free kick? Is it?
I don't know
because
when Tav missed or kicked it with 2 feet, they just instead of making him retake it.
Yeah, it's 1-0 ruled out.
Guessing.
Somebody said on Borough Twitter, it said it was a double kick. I didn't even think it was a double kick. I'll be honest with you.
I didn't either. Because normally when they slip when it's a double kick, so I don't know how you can double kick it with both feet. Like that's a skill. Wow.
I mean, he was stood up straight when he did it. Have a little check on the Borough Twitter quickly and see what they're saying on that because
yeah,
no goal.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it says no goal. Collins double kicked the penalty, so Borough have a free kick. If you can see that anyone out there, there look.
Yeah, we'll take that every day of the week.
Sam Morsey sent off for a handball. Yeah, look like he's put through his arm in the air for it. And yeah, Lewis Wings come on for Duncan Watmore. I just thought he scored it with. I thought he just put the penalty away, but Sam Morsey there. I mean, does he have to do it? I guess he doesn't have to do it. To be fair, because I think he's put it in the back of the net. Was it not going in though?
Exactly. The shot. I don't know, but it looks like Bowler's left back, left side of centre back. We're playing 5.
Yeah,
5-3-1. We've gone 5-3-1. Marvin Johnson left wing back.
We're on the attack.
Bowler left.
Paddy McNair's right down the other end of the pitch with the ball. Referee has a free kick. Now we get a free kick there. No one's going to kick off. I wish Leo was standing up now and start kicking off for somebody. This is the time when Leo will bring out the ultra like Brazilian and start fighting everyone on the touchline.
Inside them, yeah. That's Leo for you.
But nah, that was a crazy few seconds to be fair.
It's made the game a lot more alive because it was just dead.
Yeah,
it was just dead.
I mean, it's still not worth 10 quid, like, but it would have been worth a fiver.
It's not worth 10 quid though. 250 maybe.
Yeah, 72 minutes in, McNair free kick. Get on it, someone. I'll tell you what, if we make it 2-0, we'll end this because they're going to throw everything they've got at us now. Well in ball. That was our ball referee as well. We never give us it. They've got an attack down the left. Now it's going to start getting interesting. Hello to 2 Borough Fan TV legends there from Jonathan Carlin. All right, Jonathan.
Jonathan Carlin, that name sounds familiar. I think he's from Ipswich, I think.
Nah, he's from Borough, Jonathan.
So I've met Jonathan Carlin.
Yeah, you guys are kind of Carlin in his profile picture. like him like this, the kind of card.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Can you see the comments?
I can't see the comments. No. I can only see it if it's on. If I'm watching it on YouTube, but I'm watching it from the stream link that you've shown me.
Pretty good website, this, to be fair.
Yeah, it's decent.
This is what Andy Campbell uses for his podcast, believe it or not.
Is that what he told you after his interview?
Yeah, to be fair, he was actually really good to have on. He was really interested in Andy Campbell. But he was such a laugh. He was such a laid back guy, though. Which actually got a little bit of a shock because, when it comes to like interviewing a footballer, you kind of think to yourself, okay, well, what they're going to be like. But he was like normal self, open and honest about everything, and he just had a laugh and stuff. So, he spoke about his links to Cardiff City and how, every single week he looks out for their results, but he loves the Borough and stuff. And yeah, man, it was like I say, but Frank Drew was like, yeah, man, he's up there like one of the best guys I've spoke to. But that's actually the second time I've actually had an interview with him.
Oh, really? When was the first time?
Yeah, I met him the first time on the reunion with Danny. Remember when we had that reunion at Riverside?
Yes.
Danny Mills and Botan turned up. And
yeah.
They're in the Holiday Inn in Middlesbrough. Right next to us, Borough had the little promotion party. All the fans have to beat Brighton. Opposite is obviously the Holiday Inn. And they're in there one night. And obviously someone rang me and told me, go and interview them. So I went in there and I never got the biggest shot in my life. I was just like stood in front of George Botan, Frank Drew, and I'm like,
brilliant.
And honestly, my stutter that I've got isn't so bad, but when I was in front of them two, I just couldn't speak. I was stuttering, I mental. Like, we had to stop the camera about 4 different times. I said, Frank, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to just like calm down a minute. I was like, this is too much.
Of course.
And obviously after the interview, he was like laughing his head off and stuff. And he, he kept on saying that he was one of the biggest jokers inside the dressing room, but he's a genuine funny guy, Frank Drew. Like, if you actually had a one-on-one chat with him, he's actually really funny. Yeah, no, honestly, George Botan's like really quiet. Like, he doesn't really speak. He doesn't want to speak, but obviously, got a photo of them both and stuff. And man, like Frank Drew he is a funny guy. Brit's gonna come on. I think.
Brit.
Yeah, carry on as you say.
No, I was just saying, yeah, it's a great guy. You have a bit of a funny relationship with Brit, because I remember you used to. One week, absolutely slate him on Borough Fan TV. The next week, you say you're going to kiss his feet, and then it's like like up and down.
Yeah.
Where are you with Brit at the moment?
I think he should move on. For me, Brit is on longer. We had a pretty good relationship, but things went on a bit of a rocky road, and we decided to have a little bit of a split. Listen,
was it amicable split?
That was when it was like. I remember Reading away, and I said I was going to kiss his feet or Reading away because he's got the header or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess it's my passion, mate, more than anything. I just have such a passion for the team. And when we lose or we win, I just love the feeling of, being there, being in the football and getting behind the team and seeing the boys do well. And I think Brit, without signing too harsh, misses a few decent chances too many times. It takes him three chances to score one goal. And for me, I think, but like that's not good enough at this moment in time when we actually need goals. You know what I mean? And how many years have been here now? Nearly 4 years. Pay 15 million quid for him. We're not realistically going to make that back. And I'm not being harsh. I'm not being harsh. I'm being honest with you. He's on nearly 39 grand a week. He's worth 15 million quid. He's a massive, massive wage on the wage bill. You got to think most Championship players are on £7,500 to £10,000 a week. That could be nearly four new players. It could be one more contract. Get rid of Brit. You free the money and give it to him. Brit, I just think he takes a mick now and again, and I just don't think he takes his chances that well. And it's a shame because actually, did he come on or was it Jed Spencer's come on? Marvin Johnson's gone off, Akpom's gone off, so I'm guessing Brit's come on.
Okay. I think a bit of fresh legs.
Was it Brit? Yeah, Brit came on, yeah. He just won a header. But that's why I say I'm a Brit Sambalonger. I think when he first came in, I was excited. He was one of the best players at the Championship at the time. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Was he worth 15 million quid? No. He wasn't worth. I don't care if he was the best player in the Championship at the time. He was not worth 15 million quid. Mitrovic is worth 25 quid and 25 million, sorry, and he hasn't done paying that. I mean, I look at Ryan Bruce, who 20 million quid to a Premier League. These players aren't worth it, but do you know what I mean? So I look at Britt and I think, yeah, probably it's time to move on for him. I think we definitely need a new challenge. I don't think he's quite a player. I think he's still a Championship player. With the right management, could he be a Premier League player? Who knows? But I think to myself, all right, he scores now and again. And listen, whenever he scores, of course, I'm going to score for the football team.
Of course.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to move on, mate. Like I say, I think we'll get about 5 million quid for him. But it's a weird.
But his contract runs out. His contract runs out this summer, so I think I doubt anyone's going to buy him for 5 million in January. We'd probably either keep him and let him go in a free.
There's no real talk of him. There's no real talk of him getting a new contract or anything.
Yeah, so maybe Watford or Bournemouth might want, someone extra, like just to help them push. And he's from down south as well, so that might suit him.
Do you know? I was saying to someone, I think it was Joe Stewart, guy who obviously do the podcast with.
I know Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, he joined on here the other day, and I was saying to him, look at Adam Clayton's story for when he signed for Birmingham. And Britt commented, and all the Borough fans saying, "What the heck are you doing?" He wrote something, and he put the little egg timer thing, and everyone's going, "What the heck are you doing that for?" I have to try and find the photo of it to try and read out the caption. Let me try and
so
find.
So is he hinting that he's going to join him there soon?
Yeah, like hinting he's going to join Birmingham. I could be completely wrong. Let me try and find the one. That's the one there. And yeah, man like. So you put man like with an egg time, but that can't have been the right one. Because the one I seen was a lot different to that. It was when he first posted it. And I seen the comments straight away, and I thought, what the heck is that all about? It kind of shocked me a little bit. I'm try and find it now. So definitely on one of these four.
Birmingham would be a good club for him, probably.
Yeah, I think he might talk the
can see him scoring goals there.
Yeah, defo. I think with Lucas Jugovic next to him might be to do something,
But then Aitor tends to play one up front, so
big time.
He might be his main man.
Yeah, I can't find it, Youssef. I mean,
that's fine. I believe you. It's all good.
Yeah, he just put man like, and then in the comments,
the egg timer. Yeah,
it was like. I don't know what you can see that man like.
Yes, I can see that on the egg timer. Yeah, only 2 likes. Yeah, and then people are saying, "Yeah, are you gonna
man like waiting?" And I'm thinking, like, are you saying like man like so you can join him, or my man like? I don't know. Maybe I read it into it a bit too much, but I think to myself,
normally people say good luck. Yeah, normally people say good luck or all the best, bro.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
People are saying Britt needs to go 15 million. 39 grand a week, 146 games, 46 goals is not good enough for the price. I guess I can probably vouch for that. 146 games and 45 goals. Not bad. But I guess it ain't great.
It's all right, yeah.
Someone said, I'm stressed watching this. Like, that was Ellie Bird. Yeah, to be fair, it's been, do you know what? Like, this game's been a proper dull game, but this is when I look at it and go, it's a results business with that sort of attitude.
Yeah.
If you get the 3 points, it's 3 points. It's Absolutely. You know what I mean. It's from 9th to 7th. It's 3 points.
Absolutely.
AJ and Youssef, who is your man of the match? Oof, that's been it.
I don't think anyone's played. The thing is, no one's played badly, but no one's played good either.
Yeah,
it's one of them games where
no one's really been a standout. I mean, Tavernier's done little bits here and there. I can't really pick out a man of the match because no one's been unbelievable tonight. You know what I mean? No one's really said.
And no one's been bad, yeah. And no one's been bad either. There hasn't been a game where you think, oh, that player kept on giving the ball away, or that one was poor. Yeah. I thought it was a game where no one's done outstanding and no one's done badly. It's been lots of 7 out of 10 performances. Like they've done enough. Probably Akpom just because he got the goal. That's the only,
Yeah, maybe Akpom. Yeah, maybe Akpom because there's nobody else.
But then again, apart from his goal, he did nothing else. So, so that might be a bit harsh.
I mean,
to give him it, but
I've said Bettinelli, but he's flapped a few shots tonight as well.
the goal that they should have had, he obviously made that mistake that contributed to Sam Moore's red card, didn't it? Because he flapped it out. But
yeah, Sam Morse. It's
don't know.
disappointing that he did that because
yeah,
I guess he took one for the team, which I couldn't understand. But man, it's just going to be a big miss. I mean, we've got a lot of tough games coming up.
and
Birmingham
Howson's
away,
out injured as well. Yeah, if Howson was fit, then you'd say, okay, that would be all right. But the fact is, Howson's injured now, Morsey suspended, so we've probably got to either play Lewis Wing there or go a bit more attacking and move. What's his name? Have Tav, Saville, and at the moment it's Tav, Saville, and Morsey. So we have to play either wing or
yeah.
I don't know. He might change the system. Go with Nathan Wood as one of the centre backs, and go wing back system.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. I mean, Tavernier's been wiped out there. Lewis Wing's got a one-on-one now. Got a man onto his left. Britt. Go on, Britt, shoot. Wing. Tav. He just put his foot through it, but he didn't put his body over it. I don't know.
And what do you make of Wing? What do you make of Wing? Because obviously he hasn't been playing.
He hasn't been playing. Again, he's got a lot of criticism this season. People say he's terrible, and I think, yeah, but see, this is the thing. I like Lewis Wing. I liked when he first came in. Has he dropped off a little bit? Possibly. Yeah, possibly. But is it because he's got a lack of game time? Again, possibly. I like him. He doesn't exactly show much in matches no more, but I do like him. I think if you gave him a run of games, he might be all right.
And he'll do the job, yeah. I think Warnock said in his press conference recently that a few players have been knocking on his door, wanting to leave. So the only people it can be is the likes of Wing, Hayden Coulson, the players that haven't really been given a chance. So, I mean, how disappointed would you be to see them leave?
If Coulson left, I'd be devastated. But I don't understand it because I know he wants to play for Newcastle, doesn't he? That's who he supports. That's why he leaves.
Exactly. Yeah. He's a
funny
good
thing is,
yeah.
He literally lives around the corner from me, Hayden Coulson.
Serious?
Yeah, he lives around the corner from me. He actually takes his dogs to a little doggy daycare, which is like the field next to my house. So he takes his
Do you ever say hi to him and stuff, or do you just let him go about his business?
Instagram and stuff, and I think, oh well, you're literally there. Like I work, I work opposite it. Unless he takes all his dogs. But
that is unreal.
Yeah,
small world.
But listen, I've seen it before that he wants to move to Newcastle, and I think, well, fair enough. You're from Gateshead. He probably supports Newcastle. But I would be good because I think there's a lot of potential there. I really, really do. He's got so much pace. Beat a man. He can.
Bro.
His defending's okay. I would like to see more of a left winger though, a bit like Marvin, than what I would a defender. So that's where I am with him. But I think if Lewis Wing left, would we miss Lewis Wing that much?
Yeah, I mean, I think Hayden Coulson is. We need him more, I'd say, in the team than Lewis Wing. I think because when I look at central midfielders, I always look: do they have are they good tackler? Are they good passer? Are they score? And I think sometimes Lewis Wing doesn't really do much on the pitch. I think he looks good in the eye and he scores some vital goals, but you can't really say he's a centre mid that's like, he's strong and physical, or he's a centre mid that's really good in the air, or he's a centre mid that's box to box. Yeah, because I don't think he knows if he's like a deep lying, holding midfielder, or is he a number 10? Is he box to box? Do you know what I mean?
That's where I am with him. I think doing it in Northern League, I don't know how that league is to get 56 goals in one season.
Unbelievable.
To go from that to the Championship, that's a huge step up. From Northern League to the Championship is massive. Fair play from obviously getting the opportunity, but I don't think he'd be a massive miss if he was to leave. And it pains me to say it, because I do like him, and I know his dad, Jason. But I have to be honest. As a Borough fan and as a football fan, I don't think he'd be a massive loss if we lost him.
It's hard because we need a squad. We need a squad to have options. But then again, if the players aren't playing, they're going to be upset because they want to move on. So it's like if you let them move on, but you still need to replace them. So then the replacements will either be on the bench. So it's like Yeah.
Someone just said, Jack Hunter just said about the handball. Just seen the handball. Absolutely ridiculous. He's on the floor and the ball strikes his arm from 2 yards out. Absolutely impossible to move out the way.
Okay.
I mean, if that's the case and he's been sent off, hopefully we can get it rescinded.
Hopefully, because I remember there was a period under Pulis where every red card we appealed for, it got rescinded. So you know what I mean. So hopefully we.
I hope so. December, I look at the fixtures and think I bloody hope so. Because like I say, we've got such a fringe squad. We really do. I mean, our bench and our starting 11's all we've got really. Let's be honest.
We've got two kids on the bench, in Isaiah Jones and Sam Folarin.
Yeah.
So it's like it just goes to show how it is.
Isaiah Jones, I want to say a bit more of.
I've seen him a couple of times because I've been to a couple of under-23 games, and I'd say he's by far the most exciting player we've got. He reminds me a bit of Adama. He's like a direct winger. For me, he's better than Sam Folarin, but it's interesting. Sam Folarin got promoted to the first team before him, but you know, maybe they see something a bit different. But yeah, they're both good, quick wingers. So hopefully, one of them get an opportunity.
You've seen a live game this season, mate. We haven't, man. You went and stood at the bushes at Norwich City.
2 live games. I was at the Bournemouth game where 1,000 Borough fans were, and I was at the Norwich the bushes. Yeah, so that was.
What did you think of that Bournemouth game?
Say it again.
Did you have to just buy one online for the Bournemouth game?
Yeah, basically they put it on sale at 8:00 on I think the Wednesday, because they just found out from the government on the day. So they said, "Oh, the only way we can make it fair is, you know, it's open to all season ticket holders." And so I logged on at like 7:50, waited, and I was in the queue eventually, and then got my ticket, and yeah, so it was all lucky.
You know, you were season ticket holder. I just thought you bought them on the day.
I used to be like that, but yeah, I've been one for the last couple of years now. So yeah,
they're probably cheaper that way as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of them ones because I was always thinking of renewing, but then buying a new season ticket. But if I got a season ticket, it would have been more expensive because I would have been buying a new season ticket. Mm-hmm. But the club, they saw me going to so many games, so they basically said I can buy a season ticket, but pay the price that as if I already had a season ticket.
Fair.
If you get what I mean. So normally you'd pay an extra 50 quid if you're a new member, but they said just pay as if you were. So I thought, okay, yeah, no problem. So it's quite nice.
Mate.
I know, can't complain.
I mean, you're traveling, you do. It's commitment. I mean, that is commitment, mate, to a T.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate that.
Easy, mate. I mean, you tell me how many more fans travel 5, 6 hours every other Saturday.
I think a lot of people do, but because I'm on social media and I'm more active, people know about my story. But there's probably so many people that have been doing stuff like that for years. What's going to happen now? Have they scored?
Taiwanese just hit the bar.
It's still a Luton corner for me. My stream is terrible.
Oh, mate, that chance was amazing. Matt Bowler's. Is that it? I think the full-time whistle's just blown, I think. I'm not too sure. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, now I'm seeing the counter-attack. He's quick. Who's that? Was it Bowler's running? Yeah, he's quick.
Yeah, Bowler.
He's quick.
7 minutes at a time.
Tav. I know 7 minutes, yeah, because of the red cards and all the complaining and all of that. So that's why they've added.
Tavernier there, man. He's put his foot through. How he's placed that, though?
He took an extra touch, as Thingy says. Should have just shot first time.
Boys,
you know how Marvin Johnson... he took a touch and then shot.
No,
he should have just shot first time, but...
They're going to try and hold it in the corner now for 6 minutes. Really?
It's one of them ones. We haven't got the players to do that, though.
That's true. And Tavernier isn't exactly the strongest player to hold it in a corner for 6 minutes. They give the ball to them, to Luton, and I don't know how the heck that's even happened.
Because it's not our style to do that.
Yeah. I mean, what a chance, you know. If they actually come back here and get a point, I'll be fuming with Tavernier. A good chance.
Of course.
He just blasted it, like, why didn't you place it?
Should have shot first time, yeah.
In acres of space. 5 minutes to go then. 1-0 the Borough for everybody who doesn't know the score. Watching the game with your commentary, absolutely class. Well, thank you very much.
That's very kind.
Get us on the radio.
Can you see who is watching? Me on the radio. I ain't got a voice for radio. No chance.
The radio. Talk about mental health for the first half. It's that bad of a game. Everybody else is
exactly.
We're trying to have a deep chat. We're trying to have a deep chat in here, man.
I know. I forgot that I was actually watching the game. It was like really, but it's good. You have to talk about these things.
You do, mate. You do. Luton are going to feel hard done by, but I can't believe he double kicked it whilst not even falling over.
I know, which is ridiculous.
Skill and all that.
It is.
How the heck did he do that, by the way?
It's impossible.
In the 93rd minute now.
Yeah.
It's just been a bit. I mean, my man of the match for this game.
Mark Bowler, maybe.
Yeah, but I'll probably give mine to Tavernier. I think he's had a good game, Tav. Maybe I'm seeing things wrong.
Apart from having his little rant out his miss.
Yeah, apart from
he's done well.
I ran the people at work means they're not moving quick enough. No, I probably give it. I think Tavernier's yeah, I've been impressed with him. I mean, he's opened the space. He also opened the space for the first goal as well. When he give it off to Johnson and give it into Akpom. So I'll probably give it to Tavernier, man of the match. It's not one of them that I'd give out to and say you're absolutely unbelievable. It's like, well, there's nobody else.
Of course, no one else, exactly.
You impressed me. You were the only one that put a decent performance in. There's a man of the match award. Who would you give man of the match to?
Like I said, probably Mark Bowler, because he just got a bit of energy down the left-hand side. But like I said, no one really did anything outstandingly. But it's not criticising the team, because no one did badly. You can't say, oh, that player was bad, which was done in the past. It's one of them games where no one's done brilliant and no one's done badly.
Yeah, we just got through it. Went through the motions tonight.
Exactly.
Gone through the motions. There's a lot of fatigue. There's a lot of tiredness. The lads will be absolutely buzzing after the Birmingham game because you can finally have
100%.
Someone said Saville man of the match.
He's done well, some decent touches.
Ooh, he's cleared off the line. Luton off a header, and I think he was offside. Bettinelli's gone down now, and I think
time wasting.
And I think he's got cramp.
Oh, cramp! I think it's just they're learning time wasting techniques.
A free header in the box from a corner, and Bettinelli gets down so well to get it.
Oh, it's coming to me now. Yeah. Oh, what a save! Yeah, one-handed save, Bettinelli.
What a save, man!
Yeah. One-handed save. Yeah.
Unbelievable, man! The way he got down that quick. I actually fear for Bettinelli because there's a rumor going about that apparently Fulham can recall him in January.
They can, and his contract's running out in the summer, so they might sell him in January for a club.
Probably sign him. I'm going to see him.
He would be good. He's nowhere near the level of Darren Randolph, but he's good. He's good. I mean, I miss Darren Randolph. If it wasn't for Darren Randolph, we would have been relegated probably under Pulis and stuff.
Darren Randolph is the best keeper I've seen since Mark Schwarzer.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely up there.
The first thing that comes to mind when I think of Mark Schwarzer is his save against Man City, Robbie Fowler's
Man City, the penalty, absolutely.
Free kick from
because that was his moment.
100 miles an hour. He took the
it's all down to him. Yeah, it was down to him that we went to the Macaroni incident happened. If it wasn't for that penalty save, Macaroni incident wouldn't have happened. So, we
don't do things the easy way, mate. Basel and Stout.
We don't.
Luton ball forward, Bettinelli lays on it. Right, keep hold of that ball now. That should beat it. 30 seconds to go, 1-0. You look at that penalty now and you think, bloody hell, I might have got a point off us there.
Can you imagine? Yeah. But it's a good result. 1-0 at home, midweek. Leo's trying to get the ball. My stream, 30 seconds before. Did you see that when Leo tried to get the ball quickly?
He's crazy, Leo. I like the fact we won tonight with a couple of things. We're getting a bit of consistency, hopefully, now.
We're winning ugly.
You've
got to win. Winning ugly, which is important. Good teams win ugly.
Yeah, of course, mate. I mean, that's the way it goes, and that's full-time whistle. Get in there, boys. And
you'd never guess that we won by our reactions. It's like it just drains you. It's like. Oh.
I don't think I'll be
but a win's a win.
On Instagram about when my reaction when Borough scored.
I know.
I might be for Akpom.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Tell him what happened to the dance. Yeah, because he was going to do that dance, but never mind. Maybe next time.
It's 3 points.
That's all that matters.
I know we're not too over exaggerated people out there in the comment section, but it was one of them games. It was an ugly win, as Youssef said, and it was just 3 points. We did what we needed to do, and we got a bit of luck with the penalty. And sometimes in football you need it, and as Borough, we definitely need it.
100%.
We take it.
100%.
Me take it. And Youssef, you're a legend for coming on tonight, fella.
No, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a real good chat. It wasn't just about, the Borough match. It was about life in general.
You
how
actually,
the last few years has been,
You
it's
finally
important.
learned a little bit more about me, mate.
Not just me learning it, everyone's learning about it, which I think is important.
That's it. I mean, I like to say, I keep these things bottled up just in case, a troll does take it and start clipping it and take the mick out of it. But that's it, mate. So now when you think back to the Leeds, right, you know exactly my opinions on it.
Exactly. So at least you've, look back and think, I've made mistakes there, but
my name because I don't want people to think I'm still that kid who screams his head off.
Of course. I mean, you were what, 23 at the time, people
20.
make,
I'm an old man, man. I've got grey hair
people grow
now.
up.
Do you know what I mean? I've got a proper beard now, so although this part still hasn't grown ever since I started growing a beard.
Eventually it will.
I mean, the barber said that 3 years ago, mate, and it still hasn't grown, so who knows?
You never know, eventually it will come.
Yeah, man. Read a few comments before we go.
Sure.
Thank you for the stream, lads. That was from Jack Hunter. No problem, Jack.
Legend Jack.
And someone said we're up to 7th place now, so happy days. I've got a feeling by Black Eyed Peas now running from my brain. That's what they play after the win. That's just gone through.
I know. That's something that has to change.
Get home safe, Borough fans. 3 points. Up the Borough. And that song comes on.
I've got a feeling. I know.
But yes, you're a legend, man. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Anytime, Andrew. Anytime.
A.J.
I have to throw it in there. Anytime, A.J.
Listen, people, thank you for tuning in tonight. Listen to me and Youssef. It's been great. And we had over 40 people in here at one point tonight as well. So
brilliant.
Yeah, big up yourself. We got the win. We move on Saturday. I'll be back on Saturday. I think Youssef's unavailable Saturday.
I'm unavailable this Saturday, yeah, unfortunately.
But,
sorry.
So worries, man. I say the next one. If you want to come on, we'll get you on again. So,
definitely. We'll DM each other and we'll sort another one out. Definitely.
Slide in your DMs. No problem, Youssef.
Definitely.
But yes, cheers, man. And you guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Take care.